Hello.
Hi.
How long would this take till it start?
All right, ready to start, everyone? All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judge Mincy, and we're going to begin our Fulton County State Court Expedited Accusations calendar. This is a calendar for cases in which individuals have recently been arrested and charged with certain misdemeanor offenses. Soon after their arrest, the Fulton County Solicitor General's office has already accused these cases of the offenses brought against them, and the case has been bound over to the Fulton County State Court. Nevertheless, this will usually be the defendant's initial appearance before a state court judge, and we are able to address several matters, including bond, possible arraignment, and a possible plea offer if one has been made by the state at this juncture. And the SAP reset date is
September the 8th.
okay, September the 8th. I want to begin by advising everyone that this whole entire proceeding is being recorded as well as live streamed on YouTube, so govern yourselves accordingly. I want to also remind the defendants on this calendar that you have certain constitutional rights. The first being that you have a right to counsel. You should have spoken to your attorney by now and know who they are. Also, you have a right to remain silent. Remember that anything that you state about the facts, the circumstances, and the occurrences of your case can and will be held against you. The state is here and they're listening. So again, follow the lead of your attorney. All right. Deputies, who do we have first?
Position 13 here at ACDC, Miss Brittany Cordercox.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Charles
afternoon.
Cullen for the defendant.
Okay.
Claire Strata for the state. Hello, Mr. Cullen.
Hi there. Judge, would you like me to proceed or are we?
No, I do. I was just writing down who private counsel was because it doesn't show up on my calendar as of yet. But I will get started. 26 CR 005723Y, Brittany, and I'm sure I'm not going to pronounce it right. Cortocox. Charged with one count of criminal trespass, second count of simple battery, family violence, pre-trial.
Yes, which position was this?
Position 13, Brittany Cortocratz.
Okay.
Kortokrax.
This appears to be the first arrest. UJR jail is pretrial recommendation.
Okay. All right, State.
Yes, ma'am. We're asking for a $5,000 surety, 1,500 on the criminal trespass and 3,500 on the simple battery. And the reason for the high ask is because she threw a picture frame down the stair. I'm sorry, have you read the warrants?
Go ahead and give me the facts on this one.
Okay. They are mother and daughter. There was a verbal argument that turned physical when she threw her dinner plate on the floor. She then escalated to picking up 2 Yankee candles and smashing them on the ground, a TV remote and smashing it. And then she walked upstairs, took a picture frame, threw it down the stairs where it struck her mother on the head. And the husband was the mother's husband was a witness to both. And both said these arguments happen pretty regularly, but police have not usually been called. And so that is the reason for our higher bond recommendation in this case. Even though it is her first arrest, we are concerned about the nature of the incident. And so we're asking for a little bit higher bond. Thank you.
All right. Now
Your
you can
Honor.
go, Attorney Cullen.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people that the state just referenced are the people who hired me, her parents, the alleged victims. They hired me because Miss Corticorex, Brittany, has never been arrested. She has no criminal history whatsoever. She's 31 years old. She lives with them. What she does have is a condition called Asperger's syndrome that used to be its own thing before it was absorbed by the larger autism spectrum diagnosis. She also suffers from OCD, and it's this family medical issue that led to this arrest. The family has retained me to try to get as makeable a bond as possible so that they can get her out of jail as soon as possible. She is requiring medication that she cannot get and is not getting while in jail. I won't waste the court's time by going through the factors, but she lives with her parents inside the court's jurisdiction. There is no risk of her not appearing or anything like that. Would have no problem with a no violent contact or anything like that. But this is a family medical issue, and the family wants to deal with it in that way. So I'm asking the court to set as low or I don't know if a UJR is foreclosed to us by the charge itself, but as low a bond as possible to make it easy on both the defendant and the alleged victims in this case.
All right. Mr. Cullen, usually what we like to know is that this matter has cooled down, that there's been an ample cooling down period, and to make sure that the victims will be safe as well. I don't know their ages and their conditions and all of that. We're not going to go deep into the diagnosis because we try not to discuss any medical issues on this open forum for court. But, I would obviously recommend that she get into some type of treatment and follow that plan of treatment. And I want to make sure that the parents will be safe. She comes back home. Because a lot of times people come back home, they're mad because they were in jail, and it just kind of starts back all over again. And sometimes I order them to be out of the house for a little bit. Then the attorneys can, apply to modify the bond conditions, but just to make sure that, they can handle it, or they can handle her for that matter. But if you tell me they can, I'll go
Yes,
with
Your
you.
Honor. They have expressed that, I mean, they are her caretakers, and they are, neither of them is in ill health. Both of them want her back home with them, and that is her residence. So it would be our request that she be allowed to live with the family. That is what they're requesting.
Okay. All right. And State, did you all have any conversations with the victims?
We have not been able to make contact yet, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I'm going to order $5,000 signature bond through pretrial. And that will be, let's see, 3,500 on the simple battery, 1,500 on the criminal trespass. That's a total of 5,000. I'm going to have her on pretrial at a level 1. I'm gonna say that she may call in, but if she's in treatment, the parents need to let them know that she can or cannot call in or respond. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. No further violent contact with the victims. And as I stated, if there's a plan of treatment that she must stay on it, take her medication or anything else that's required for the plan of treatment.
And Your Honor, can we ask for anger management as well?
I don't know with her condition if she's going to be able to do that.
Okay.
Hopefully with the treatment that she may get will have some component of that. I didn't want to put too much more on her at this point till we know what else is going on.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, I think that's it.
And Judge, just so I have my notes correct, that is a signature bond, is that correct?
Yes, a signature bond, but it goes through the pretrial services. They will give that information as to how she signs up with them, and they will be monitoring her while
Great.
she's on bond.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, we'll prepare that order shortly.
Your Honor, that is my only case. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mhm.
Got position 1, Ms. Brown.
I don't see you all on courtroom 2. Where are you?
We're here, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, position 1 is 26 CR 005747A, Kiana Brown. Charge of 1 count of battery, family violence, pretrial.
I show a total of 21 cycles, multi-state offender. Last arrest was May of this year. For criminal trespass, I was out of Fulton County. A 2007 conviction carrying a concealed weapon out of Florida. A 2025 arrest out of DC for simple assault. There was no disposition listed. 3 FTAs, 2 in 2023, 1 in 2020, and a simple assault conviction in 2023, 2 counts. A theft by shoplifting conviction in 2017. Level 3 is pretrial's recommendation.
Okay,
Good afternoon, Judge.
good afternoon.
This is a case where the defendant and the victim formerly lived together. However, it's my understanding that the defendant recently moved out. She'd gone over to the location, which is 4701 Flat Shoals, Union City, Fulton County, to get some belongings, at which point verbal altercation turned into a physical one, where the defendant hit the victim in the face with holding her cell phone. The victim did have some visible injuries to the face. In this case, Judge State would be asking for a $1,500 surety bond. Stay away from this location of 4701 Flat Shoals Road in Union City, Fulton County. No contact with the victim, a Mr. Brian Perry. And due to the nature of the defendant's criminal history, Judge, I know that you have your standard recommendations, but or your standard bond conditions. I just want to reiterate, no alcohol, no drugs, and no weapons.
All right,
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I represent Ms. Brown.
all right, good afternoon, Attorney McLeod.
Yes, Your Honor, I have spoken with my client about what is alleged in the warrant, and she tells me that she actually did not strike the complaining witness. She said she was just trying to leave and he was trying to stop her to leave, and maybe the door or something may have struck him, but she denies that she struck him herself, Your Honor. I listened to her history and I did not hear any recent convictions. I believe I heard a conviction from 2007. So I am asking for a signature bond for her at level 3, which I believe pretrial said was the recommendation, because she tells me she does not have any funds to pay for bond. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to order a $3,500 surety bond.
Your Honor, the state asked for 1,500.
This she with all these open matters, I think, and then the convictions.
Nevertheless, Your Honor, she really is not in a position to make bond. That is why I was asking for signature bond for her. If she can't make, she's unlikely if she can't make 1,500 to make 3,500.
I'll give her a 1,500 surety, but definitely she's not a candidate for a signature bond. I think she has 3 FTAs, the last 2 being in 2023, 2024 conviction as well. So I will give her a $1,500 surety bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Stay away from incident location. No further contact with the victim. And I think that'll be it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Position 29, Ms. Wiley.
Is something wrong with the camera down there? Or there's no one in the courtroom?
Judge, they're doing ACDC first, so
Oh, okay, because normally the camera's not off down there, but I understand. Okay.
position 29, Ms. Wiley.
Thank you. '26 CR 005758L, Alexis Wiley, 1 count of battery family violence. Retrial?
Only 1 cycle from 2018 out of Americas for driving without a valid license. That was a conviction. Level 1 is pretrial's recommendation.
Thank you. State?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the incident where the 2 roommates were fighting over the bowl/food, and the victim, Mr. Asher Dyson, ended up with some scratches on him. State's asking for a $2,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, Asher Dyson, excuse me, and to stay away from the incident location at 255 Hermer Circle. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons. We have reached out to Mr. Dyson, who said that there was very little blood. She was yelling. This is the first time she's broken anything. He alleges that she busted the door frame to his room. This is a roommate situation. He says he doesn't care about bond. He's moving out in 2 weeks. He says he just wants to finish out his 2 weeks with no issues. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, Ms. Wiley is my client.
Okay.
Based on what pretrial has said, she has no history of violence whatsoever, so I'm asking for a signature bond for her. I also wish to point out that I do not believe that this is a family violence case at all, because they were not in a relationship, but they are essentially strangers to each other. They just have, this is sort of a pad split situation, my client tells me. So I think the family violence part of it should not be included in the accusation. But of course, that will all be sorted out once we get into court on this matter, Your Honor. So I'm just asking for signature bond for her so that she can get out of jail. I'm also asking that she be able to go back to this location. She tells me that he was actually evicted by the landlord some time ago. I believe she said 2 weeks ago, and he's illegally sneaked in through the back door and came back to the location. So she contends that he does not live there, Your Honor, and she does. So we would like her to be able to go back to her home and the signature bond, nothing further.
Your Honor, the state would just remind you that the family violence charge is people who live together. An intimate relationship is not required by law. Secondly, by her own admission, Attorney McLeod says that the defendant has been evicted, so she does not have a home to go to in this particular matter.
No, not the defendant. The alleged victim has been evicted. I'm sorry if I gave the impression it was my client. It was not. It's Mr. Dyson, the alleged victim, was evicted and he illegally snuck back into the place through the back door.
Hmm. So the victim is supposed to be moving out in 2 weeks?
Apparently, that's what he told the state, but he's not supposed to be there at all, based on what my client tells me, because he was evicted.
We have no proof of eviction. We do have the victim saying that he does reside there for the next 2 weeks.
What's the victim's name?
Asher Dyson. He said he would not be on Zoom. He has work today.
All right, just making sure, sound form anyway. Sometimes they say that and then they get on. And then they say we didn't give them a chance to speak. All right, with one cycle and it was driver's license, I'm going to order a $3,000 signature bond. With that $3,000 signature bond, that will be through pretrial services. I will ask that the defendant take 6 anger management courses through pretrial. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. No further contact with the victim.
We're okay with that, Your Honor.
And then as far as the housing or the living conditions go, I guess the defendant will have to wait, give the 2 weeks to move out. One-time escort to go back to get any personal belongings, but you know, if the police sweep the property and the victim has gone early, then Alexis Wiley can stay. But it seems like if they go back and sweep the property now, she's not going to be able to stay because, you know, the victim will still be there.
Your Honor, what level is this?
Level 1. So let's sweep the property and see what happens.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge, I got position 7 here, Ms. Gerdo.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0057552L. Maria Gerdo, charged with 1 count of simple battery, 2nd count of theft by shoplifting. Retrial.
3 cycles. Last arrest was in 2017 for driving with a suspended or revoked license. Nothing further. UJR jail with pretrial's recommendation.
All right. Okay.
Judge, this is an incident that occurred at a Circle K gas station at the location of 160 Ted Turner Drive, wherein the victim is the attendant at that location. The defendant came in, they got into a verbal altercation. She slapped him, knocking his glasses off of his face, and took 2 packs of rolling papers that was valued at $18. Currently, there is a $1,000 surety bond that is set on the simple battery. There was nothing that was set on the shoplifting. So, Judge, I would just ask for $1,000 for each, and with a stay away from the Circle K location at 160 Ted Turner Drive, and no contact with the victim. The last name, it looks like, is Beol, Beol, and it looks like the first name is Gerben Singh.
All right. Anyone on the Zoom by that name?
I did not see that name, Judge. I scrolled through the names, but obviously there's some that have other names, such as iPhone and such.
Okay.
Is there a last name with Beol?
All right. Go ahead, PD.
Sorry, ma'am. Hi, my name's Akbar. Gurbir, his name is Gurbir Dial. He was not feeling well, so he wasn't able to join. So I'm actually from the owner of it. So I came on instead.
The
Your Honor.
owner of the Circle K.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you familiar with the case? We generally only speak to the victims, but I understand it's your business, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I
Hold on.
I
Raise
saw
your
the
right
video.
hand.
I
Raise
was
your
not
right hand.
there on that
Hold on.
day when. I'm
Hold
sorry, ma'am.
on. Hold on. Hold
Sorry.
on. Hold on. If you're gonna give me any testimony, it needs to be under oath. So raise your right hand. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What were you gonna say?
He wasn't feeling well this morning, so I came on his just to see what happens. And as far as I wasn't there on the incident on that day. When that incident happened, I just downloaded the video and submitted it to the police investigator when he asked for it. But I just
Okay.
appeared on because he wasn't able to come on his behalf today.
Okay. And you're not any more aware of the incident than that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. PDs?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm representing Ms. Grudeau. She's actually a resident of Florida. She was just visiting her father. She's actively enrolled is studying for business management in an online college. She stated she has no issue staying away from that area. The alleged victim as well, considering that she does live in Florida and was just visiting her father. We also are asking for a low bond, preferably a signature bond if possible. Thank you.
All right. And so she has no other contact here except that the father lives here?
From my discussion with her, that's my understanding, yes.
And how do we know she's coming back to court?
She visits her father frequently, so she's familiar enough with the area, and has transportation to get here, back visiting with her father in court.
We have sufficient address and contact information for her in Florida?
I'm happy to provide it, but it's also listed in the booking. I confirmed with her as well.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it's nothing different, we just go by that. Okay.
Correct.
All right. I don't normally like to do it on someone who's out of state, but she has a dad here, so that's a sufficient contact for me. I'm going to give her a $3,000 signature bond. I'm going to run it through pretrial since she lives out of state. So that'll be $1,500 on each charge. And she'll be at a level 1. She may call in if needed. I'm going to order 4 anger management courses through pretrial. And she comes back in town, ordering her to stay away from the Circle K there. And no further contact with the victim or I think it's an employee, correct?
Correct.
No further contact, so she needs to stay away from that Circle K altogether. No
Not a,
drugs. I'm sorry.
oh, I was just saying, not a problem. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And Miss Hardwick, are you a PD or private counsel?
Public Defender's Office, PD.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, and that should be it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 28, Ms. Waits.
Okay. '26 CR 005733E. Callie Waits, charge of 1 count of battery, family violence, pretrial.
First arrest, level 1 recommendation.
Thank you. State.
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular instance, the defendant and the victim in this case, were dating, I believe, and they broke up. She showed up spontaneously. He claimed she was upset and drunk. She came into the basement, slammed the door. He has a mini fridge behind the door, so he hugged her to get her out of the room. She bit him on his arm while he was removing her from the house. He said this is the first time that anything like this has happened between them. He does want to stay away from the location. That is 200 Terramont Court. State's also recommending a $2,000 surety, no further contact with said victim, David Evans Jr. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. That ought to do it for the state. Thank you.
Thank you. PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Waits is a full-time employed pool technician for the last 3.5 years. She has somewhere else to go. I spoke with her about perhaps getting a one-time police escort to return just to get her belongings. Other than that, she's happy to stay away from the incident location, no contact further with her ex-boyfriend. And her father will help support her and make sure she goes to court and everything. So for that reason, we're asking for a signature bond. So that way she's able to get out on her own today. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And it is her first arrest. Sorry.
It's okay. All right, I'm gonna give her a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial, level 1. Stay away from the incident location. No further contact with the victim, David Evans Jr. I'm going to have her to take 4 anger management courses through pretrial. They're free through pretrial anyway. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
And Your Honor, I just want to clarify, can she get a one-time return with a police escort just to get her belongings?
Oh, yes, I forgot that. Thank you. Yes,
Thank-
one-time police escort.
Thank you.
Got position 12, Ms. Jones.
This is 26 CR 005748L. Cody Jones, charged with 1 count of battery, family violence, pretrial.
First arrest, level 1 recommendation.
State.
Yes, ma'am. This is her first arrest, but on August 22nd of this year at 6011 Lake Union Hill Way in Alpharetta, Fulton County, a woman called 911 twice and disconnected both times. Dispatch was unable to reconnect. Upon arrival, officers could hear yelling and screaming inside the residence. When they knocked, both answered the door, and officer saw the victim was bleeding from his lip. And he said she punched him. She admitted to punching him when he got close to her, and she swung approximately 8 times and struck him approximately 3 times on the right side of his head. And her sister, who was a witness to the incident, confirmed the punches and the contact. So we were originally going to offer a consent bond. However, we reconsidered and we're going to offer a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. Stay away from the incident location. No further contact with the victim, Kyle Hammerslaw. And if we can sound for him, that would be great. And enroll in FVIP within 30 days of release. And nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. PDs?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Jones is a registered behavior technician at Elevation Autism Center. Has been there for almost 3 years at this point. She is willing to stay away from that location and has a family home to return to out in Dacula, Georgia. Let me double check if that address is listed. It's not, but I can put it in the chat after this to provide. And and she is, like I said, willing to stay away. We are asking for the lowest bond possible for a signature bond, as without getting into the details of the case today, it looks like he was posturing towards her, so there's possible self-defense there as he was coming towards her. However, that being said, we are asking for the lowest bond possible for a signature bond and also just a one-time police escort just to pick up her belongings.
Your Honor, we did say a signature bond, a $5,000 signature bond.
We were asking for a
offered a
lower
signature bond.
signature bond total just in case. Thank you.
Okay. I will go with the $5,000 signature bond. And that signature bond will be through pretrial. And I believe the recommendation was level 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And with pretrial, I'm going to order 4 anger awareness courses, 3 through anger management, rather, courses through pretrial. Stay away from the incident location. No further contact with the victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And the one-time law enforcement escort to return to the property.
And Judge, pretrial's recommendation was level 1.
Oh, it was 1? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I must have wrote it
We're
down
asking
wrong.
for level 2, Your Honor.
And what's the reason for 2?
We would like her to make sure that she is being seen in person, because pretrial services level 2 is the in-person, correct? Twice a month?
Pretrial?
I missed the question.
The pretrial services level 2 is in person twice a month, correct?
It's twice a month. I can't confirm whether or not it's in person or not. Both
Okay,
times.
we would just like to make sure she's checking in twice a month, just due to the nature of the incident, the eight times she tried to strike him, because I'm not sure how that is self-defense, but that's not the time and the place for it. But we're asking for twice a month check-ins just to make sure she's doing everything that she's supposed to be doing.
Well, I'm not for sure how checking into pretrial is going to prevent her from having any additional contact with him to not have any more incidents. I usually sometimes, base that on some other factors. Because if she's allowed to call into pretrial, they won't see her, but it doesn't mean, I don't know, that it guarantees what you're trying to guarantee by either making a higher bond or checking in more to pretrial. It depends on whether, and I believe they said the defendant worked. And so sometimes I don't want them to lose their job because they have to check into pretrial before 5 o'clock and start missing work a lot and kind of setting them up for failure, for lack of a better word. Now, yes, we're going to have her monitored with pretrial. She's going to take some anger management courses to deal with that side of things.
You're not going to do FEIP, you're going to do anger management?
Do you have any objections, PDs to starting FVIP?
No objection, but she does have a full-time job and will be living in Dacula, Georgia. So as long as it can be like some virtual check-in, phone, something more convenient that doesn't get in the way of her employment and her housing, because she will
Well,
be residing.
FVIP is expensive. I don't know how much she makes. And I'm assuming somebody might tell me, I think there is a component, but I don't know, virtual for FVIP. And I'm assuming and hoping that there's a location near Tequila. Because again, I don't want to particularly set her up for failure while on bond because she's out of the metro area.
Correct.
State, do you have any knowledge on any of that?
I
Or
unfortunately,
pretrial?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
pretrial might.
I'm unaware as well.
Well, if we're unaware currently, then could we just defer to the anger management then, just so it doesn't interfere with her employment and housing statuses?
Your
Right.
Honor, we are very uncomfortable with the nature of the allegation, the 8 strikes, the 8 attempted punches and the 3 strikes. So we really we'll defer to the court, but we are asking for the FVIP.
Well, I'll hold for a minute if you all can ask. I know there's people in your office that know.
Okay. Let me. I
Or
can
send
ask
an email to
Miss-
somebody or ask Miss Evans Battle, somebody about the FVIP program. Is it all virtual? Is it in person? And I have no idea where the courses are located.
Judge, I don't mean to interrupt, but hey,
If
Justice
you have
Hyde
some
here.
information, we'll take it
I
from
do.
you.
I do, Judge. I have several clients that are doing it virtual. It just
Mm-hmm.
depends on the provider, Your Honor. So some providers do offer a virtual option. She would just have to find one of them that does, but that is an option out there.
Okay. I thought it was, but I don't like to speak too far out of turn. So because of that, if you would agree to the FVIP is much more effective, it costs more, and it's probably going to be part of any, negotiations the state may make. And so it'd be good because it's what, 24 weeks?
Yes.
Yes.
That she could go ahead and get started on it. So I'm going to switch back, and I'm sorry, Miss Bridgewater, she's probably scratching out and going crazy on the order, because I've changed my mind a little bit. But I would order, instead of take off the 4 anger management courses through pretrial, and order her to start FVIP. It can be virtual. I will allow phone check-ins to pretrial. It's level 1. And I think everything else would be the same. She needs a one-time escort back to that property.
Yes, she does, Your Honor.
Okay, so order that. And then all the other conditions remain the same. Stay away, no further contact. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I have position 18, Miss Olding. She wants to go pro se. She refused to talk to Miss Hartwick today.
Okay, Ms. Oden, this is 26 CR 00578J. Tracy Oden charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. And I understand that you want to go pro se and represent yourself. Is that correct?
I would, but I would like to know the law around being pro se in the state of Georgia. I would believe that I would have an opportunity to prepare for my case, even if it is just for today. I would imagine that I would have some type of law library and computer access or whatever I need to do to become learned. But
No. This is a bond hearing today. This is not your trial. And even if it was, I don't know what services are provided for you to represent yourself. And if you do that, you do it at your own peril. Obviously, you must be a quick study with the law, and we're not going to give you time. If you want your case reset, I guess you can ask for that to stay in jail a little longer. But I don't know what the facts are yet, and I don't know what the history is. So if you're going to represent yourself, then you must know how to represent yourself, and we're not going to help prepare you to represent yourself. Okay, so do you want to still I can't hear you. Do you
I'm not-
want to still represent yourself or use the services
Okay.
of the public defender? You don't have to use them later, but you can use them for today.
All right, so if I were to, I'm just trying to understand, if I were to use a public defender today, then I can represent myself pro se if there is a trial.
Yes, you can assert that right later as well.
Okay. Well, since I'm obviously not prepared at all, with no knowledge, I barely even understand what is the system and the state and the laws in the state regarding what is happening to me right now. So yeah, I'll take a public defender.
All right, your charge is criminal trespass. They will explain that to you. I think you all will have to go on a breakout to talk to her.
Well, let
Tell-
me think. One second. I'm going to go head on and represent myself pro se. Fine. I'll explain I'll explain it now, to my best of my ability. Because I don't want to have to go to a breakout at this point. We're already here.
Your Honor, I'm happy to do the breakout session with her. It could be very brief, just to
It
discuss
will.
with her.
I mean, they have to talk to you to represent you, and they're going to explain to you some things that you probably need to know that you obviously are telling me you don't know. But if you want to go against yourself and go against your interests and try to do it, good luck. But you do have some services provided, and I'm not sure what your issue is with taking those free services today. But which do you want to do? Make your last decision, or else I'm moving on.
I'll be pro se all the way.
Huh?
I'll be pro se.
I can't hear you.
I will be pro se today.
You want to stay pro se. All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Put your hand down, and I'm going to hear from pretrial first to hear your criminal history.
2 cycles. Last arrest was from March of this year out of DeKalb for criminal trespass. That appears to be open. The prior arrest prior to this was in 94 out of Texas. Level 2 would be pretrial's recommendation.
Okay.
My prior arrest out of Texas in 94 was for what?
You're
I'm
gonna
sorry.
have to give me a moment to find it.
Yeah, because I really don't have an arrest history at all. If you're talking about a tag that was outstanding, yeah, maybe that, but not a criminal case.
Well, but that is considered a charge.
That's fine.
It's encounters with the police, things of that nature. So we're not going to argue that today. But if she can find it, fine. If she can't, because it's an out-of-state charge, then we'll hold it where it is. It's remote. It's 1994. So
Concept that it would be something more than it was. It was a tag outstanding.
that's fine. She said that. Then we're going to move on from that. Please don't talk until I tell you to talk, okay? So let them present the case and then you can talk. Go ahead, State.
What's the name on this defendant? I'm sorry.
Tracy Oden.
Your Honor, that is my case. My apologies. I didn't catch the name at first.
Whoever's on iPhone, mute yourself or else you'll be kicked out of the Zoom.
That is a consent bond that we sent. I did not know that she was not going to take counsel, but I have a consent bond offer for her if she would like
All
to.
right, read it in the record, please.
Okay, give me just 1 second. It is a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. And we're asking that she stay away from the Hub Food Hall at 225 Peachtree Street. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons, and no further violations of the law.
All right, you heard that, Miss Olden?
And I don't know, since she doesn't have an attorney.
I don't consent. That's fine. I don't agree that I've committed this crime. I say I did not commit this crime. I did
And
not.
you will have, that's not what this is about today. We're not asking for a guilty plea today. They are consenting to let you out on a signature bond where you would sign yourself out. Now, do you want to stay at the jail a little longer?
Can I ask?
Be our guest. But this is what I'm talking about. You don't understand what you're doing. But if you want to go against your interests and represent yourself, have at it. Because I'm getting ready to get frustrated and give you a surety bond, leave you in and move on. We have a lot of cases on this calendar. And so I'm not trying to give you advice or tell you what to do, but everybody's thinking, gee, she's going against herself. Now they're offering to let you out on a signature bond, considering as long as you stay away from the food hub and that you have no further contact with them over there. And if you don't think you can do that, then your other option is to stay in jail.
Can I speak, please?
No, it depends on what you're going to say. I'm not getting ready to have a trial today, and I'm not going to dispute the allegations because they have already passed probable cause. Now, do you want to accept the consent bond to get out, or do you want me to rule and I'll do something different?
Ask you, if I were to consent to get out, excuse me, I'm really trying my very best I've got all these different things and I'm trying to understand, but I do understand. I have high IQ. I'm smart. Okay. So what I'm trying to understand from you is that she gave me consent, a $5,000 bond that I can, signature bond that I can sign out myself on today. I do understand that. However, I have to stay away from the hub. I am right now forced homeless in this country. I came in from outside of the country after being gone for 6 years, arrived back into the country, then stayed with my sister who does have a psychological problem. She is seeing a psychiatrist. She became violent with me twice. I escaped her violence and then ended up homeless after I tried to go to a church that I helped to grow years ago. When I did live here in Atlanta many years ago, when I did go to that church, there were
Okay, I want you to stick to this case. I don't really want to hear totally about
okay,
all
so
of your background. It's not for this forum today.
So I became homeless. As a result of being homeless, though, you lose all your rights. You can't speak to anyone. You can't go anywhere. You can't wash your body. You can't use the restroom. You can't do anything. I did stay in a homeless shelter for 30 days at the Salvation Army, did my emergency 30 days there. When I released out of there, unfortunately, it's been like being treated like you're in jail in those places. And so I went out on the street. And on the street there, I clearly know it is not safe. So I was staying in front of
We
the
can order a social worker visit. They can talk to you and provide resources and some other locations for you.
I tried so hard. I went to Marta Hope several times and various different things. And then ultimately, I was given a black cart. To use that black cart to go into the hub to clean my body, to wash myself, and to take medicine. My medicine is amlodipine and levothyroxine. I do not have a psychological problem by no stretch of imagination. And I'm a former journalist. And I'm not a former, I'm a practicing journalist. Actually, I'm writing a book on an expose of how the homeless is treated in the streets. So I actually went I actually went to the hub to actually use the restroom. And after a month of doing this, they told me I could not go into the hub because they just said, we don't.
Okay, I need you to move it on. Again, you're using too much of the time on matters that are not
It's where do I go?
important to me at this moment.
My
They can
question,
be addressed later. My only question to you is a yes or no. Are you going to take the consent bond or do you want me to give a ruling? And I'm about 2 seconds away from giving it and you're not going to like it. So you're giving me a lot of information that I don't need at the moment. How old are you?
just give me I'm sorry, just give me a moment, ma'am. If I
How
were
old are you?
59, if I were to bond out, just this is my question. If I were to bond out, where would I go as a homeless person? And where would
I ask you to talk to the social worker there at the jail and they will give you some options for that. But you said you didn't want to do that.
I
So
really don't.
then I don't know, but I have had some people to tell me they'd rather stay in jail. So if that's what you're saying to me, that's what I'm going to make happen because my patience is running out.
So I do have a concern about the $5,000 because I don't have the money that even if
It's a signature bond. If you violate the terms of your bond or go back to the hub and they rearrest you, then that will be your bond times 2. So that's why the amount is put there, but you're not going to have to pay that unless you violate the terms and come back and they revoke your bond. That's where you will start at 5,000. That's why there's a dollar value to it. Like I said, I'm giving you way too much information and advice. And for a person representing yourself, which you obviously cannot do, I've gone overboard. Are you gonna take this or not? Or else I'm gonna give a ruling and I'm gonna move on, or I'm gonna reset you for Wednesday.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll take the bond, but I don't know where I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to talk to the social worker? I provided you an avenue.
I would.
Okay, talk to the social worker. They may know of some place that you can go stay.
I would be
That's
happy.
what these resources are here for. Now, if you
I'm
don't
not,
want to take them, you're on your own.
I'm saying to you is I'm not a criminal. I came in your country
I
from
didn't ask you about any of that. I'm not concerned about that. Right now, you do have a misdemeanor criminal charge of criminal trespass, being somewhere where you shouldn't have been, weren't allowed to be, and they don't want you back there. Now, can you follow the bond terms and stay away from the hub?
I stayed away from my friend's church that I never got to see, and I can stay away from the hub.
I'm not feeling comfortable about the signature bond at all. And I almost want to order a BHET. So I'm gonna give you one last chance. Are you gonna take the bond or not?
I said I would take the bond.
All right.
You know, this is amazing to me. This is amazing.
Your Honor, how do we need to get it to her for signature? Do I need to send it to the staff that I sent it to earlier for the consent bond on another case, or?
As long as it's going to ACDC to the deputy there.
Okay. ACDC, can I get an email for you to send
Put
a
it in the
consent bond
chat
to?
put it in the chat to ASG Estrada so she can email it to someone there so they can get her to sign it.
Can I ask a question, please?
Thank you, Your Honor.
The day
Hold on.
when I was arrested, they told me when I was arrested over some other facility they call Y, I spoke to a person there, kind of like this, I guess, when I first got arrested. They told me a $1,000 bond. But how did it go from 1,000 to 5,000? I'm trying to understand that.
Does she have a preset bond?
Yeah. And I've never gotten my medicine with my amlodipine or my.
Hold on. I'm not asking you about any of that. Does she have a preset
Yes.
bond?
She has a $1,000 surety bond already set.
Okay, the bond that you're talking about is a surety bond, but you would have to go through a bonding company. And I don't know if you're qualified, but that is what the 1,000 surety bond is, not an automatic get out of jail free card for the moment. But that you have to go through a bonding company. And if you want to do that and wait in there until the bonding company can assure you, I don't know how that will go, then you can do that. The amount you should not be as concerned about if you don't plan on violating your bond.
No, I don't plan on violating it, but I do need employment at some point to get off the streets. I am a vice president level.
Can you all mute her for a minute?
Judge, if we can, could the court just make that the order and Ms.
Yeah.
Bridgewater in the regular as she normally
Well,
does?
I've got to
complete-
decide if I'm gonna make the consent bond the regular bond, because I've about had it at this
Rather
point.
than to try and do it as a consent, it would
Yeah,
probably.
we don't have to do it as a consent.
Okay.
I'll just do it as a
going to,
regular then.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay.
Thank you,
I'm
Your
trying
Honor.
to determine, Ms. Bridgewater, if I want to do a 5,000 signature bond or if I want to do a 1,000 surety.
Okay, just let me know. Okay.
I'm trying to be
What
as
we do know is we're not doing a consent. Is that correct?
correct.
I got you. Okay.
So what I'm going to order is a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial. She's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be at a level 2. I
Okay.
will allow her to call in. She is ordered to stay away from the food hub or hub food or whatever it's called, the hub food hall. She's to have no further contact with anyone there. She is to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. She's to have a social worker visit, preferably today or before she leaves, to help with her housing challenges. No drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no guns while on bond. And that's the order of the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I have one more, Judge, but we can go ahead and start with courtroom 2.
Okay.
Point two, Mr. Robin.
22?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I see it. Okay. 26 CR 005731B, Tyler Robbins. 1 count of simple battery family violence, 2nd count of battery family violence, pretrial.
4 cycles. Last arrest was in 2021 out of Gordon County for simple battery. I did not see a disposition for that case. Level 1 was pretrial's recommendation.
Thank you. State?
Yes, ma'am. This is also a consent bond, but I have spoken to the attorney on this one.
Yeah,
And-
thank you. Let's see, making sure they're still represented.
Yes. This is going to be a
Judge, that's my case.
Oh,
Mr.
okay,
Robin.
good. I know Attorney Spiesman, so I know where to find him if I need him. How about that?
And we have consented to this, and it has been signed, and I forwarded it on to, I believe it was Miss Bridgewater and Mr. Butte in the email. And this is a $5,000 surety bond, $2,500 for each charge. She's going to enroll in FVIP within 30 days of release. She's going to undergo ADET and follow all treatment recommendations. She's going to stay away from anywhere the victim lives and works. He is going to stay away from anywhere the victim lives and works. No further contact with the victims, Braxton Lusk and Tabitha Robbins. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons, and no further violations of the law while out on bond. And if those were not the correct people, Miss Bridgewater or Mr. Butte, please let me know who to send it to, and I will forward it on right now. It has been signed and everything on our end. It just needs to be signed by you, Your
It will
Honor.
be sent to me. You did it.
Perfect.
Good. Okay, great.
Judge, can I briefly explain it to Mr. Robbins just so he understands?
Sure.
Mr. Robbins, Justin Spiesman, I'm helping you today. Your family's retained me. We've come to an agreement with the prosecutor to get you a bond so you can get out of there. It's a $5,000 bond. Your family's going to help post that. There's a few conditions with that bond, but it's my understanding that they have a place for you to stay in the meantime, and there's a plan in place. Are you okay with all those things that you heard? If so, I need a thumbs up. All right. Okay. We're going to get you moving, man. All right. Judge, we're good. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Robbins, we'll get that bond posted. It's going to take about 6 to 12 hours for the jail to process you in a perfect world. So just be patient, but we're on it. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Spiesman. You want any more clients?
Judge, I think I'm good.
You're
I
good
caught you
today.
up. I caught you up a little bit. 1 for 2 on consent bonds, Judge.
There you go. Thank you. Have a good one. See you next
Thank you, Your
time.
Honor.
All
Take
right,
care.
take
Thanks,
care.
Mrs. Estrada.
Thank you, Mr. Spiesman. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's go 25, Mr. Sweet.
All
I'm sorry, what was that name again?
right. 25. Sweet. SWEET. 26 CR 005737L. Jackson Sweet, charged at 1 count of criminal trespass, 2nd count loiter and prowling. Pretrial.
21 cycles. Last arrest was January of this year with APD for criminal trespass. Appears to have an open case out of the cab for simple assault. A criminal trespass conviction in 2025, 2024, and 2019. Theft by shoplifting convictions, 2024, 2022, 2 in 2020, and a theft by taking conviction in 2024, FTA in 2020. Level 3 is pretrial's recommendation.
All right. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And I show a conviction for that criminal trespass earlier this year. I have a guilty. And he was at the MARTA station in the parking deck sleeping. He did not have a car and he was not there for a legitimate reason. He was given a 12-hour suspension and asked to leave, but he refused to leave and he stayed on the property. He was given multiple verbal warnings and he has been there multiple times and warned not to come onto the property. So we are asking for the $2,000 surety. He's got $2,000 each charge, so $2,000 on the criminal trespass and $2,000 on the loitering surety. We'd ask that it remain the same due to his extensive history, his convictions already for criminal trespass this year, and the nature of the crime itself. And nothing further, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm asking for a signature bond at level 3 for my client. I believe that was pretrial's recommendation. He tells me that he's currently unemployed and he's also residentially challenged. He says he was feeling very, very tired and he needed somewhere to sleep. And as the warrant said, they found him sleeping, Your Honor. This is a nonviolent offense. And I think my client could also use a social worker visit to help him to see if he could get some housing. But I would ask for a signature bond for him, Your Honor.
So he has the open case in the cap. Pled guilty to this in January. And state, what was your recommendation again?
We asked, he's already got a $2,000 surety set on each charge. So we're asking that it remain the same and stay away from all MARTA due to his, I don't know if he has a ban now, but he had a suspension and he was not supposed to be there. So we're asking that everything just remain the same and stay away from MARTA.
Okay.
And I believe they said it was a 12-hour suspension. That is what I read in the warrant. He doesn't have a car. So banning him from MARTA is going to stop him from getting around. And he's currently unemployed. He's looking for work. He is in a situation where he essentially is homeless. So all of this is really going to set him up for complete failure. So given the fact that it's a nonviolent offense, he was caught sleeping in MARTA. I am asking the court to consider a signature bond at level 3 for him and a social worker visit to see if we can get some housing for him.
I agree with the social worker visit. I am not going to allow him to go back to MARTA. Because that's just what normally happens. And even though he wasn't necessarily bothering anybody, people have a right to ride it and not feel afraid that they're going to find folks sleeping in the corners of MARTA. So he has no right to do that.
He wasn't in the train, Your Honor. I believe they said he was on the property.
Doesn't matter to me. It's all kind of this one and the same. So I am going to, while he's on bond, he should not be using MARTA. And it's unfortunate that he'll have to find another way to get around while he's on bond. And even if it's a 12-hour suspension, now he's going to be suspended while he's on bond. I will leave it at what the surety bond is. Well, no, I tell you what, I'm going to bring it down to 1,000 each. So that's a $2,000 surety bond, 1,000 on each. Social worker visit, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Stay away from MARTA while on bond. And hopefully the social worker can find him somewhere for his housing. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. He's wanting to say something. I don't know that your attorney is going to want you to speak. It may not go well for you.
Hey, excuse me, I'm not gonna be able to make the bond. I don't have nobody to come get me, Judge. And I'm just asking, please give me a signature bond. I'll come to court. I won't ride the MARTA, but I'm currently in school too. I'm at UTI. I'm going to school for HVAC. I'm getting my life together, but me just sitting in jail is not helping me. I know I have these cycles and everything like that. I was just sleeping in the parking deck. I'm not saying I was right. I just need help. I don't need to be sitting in jail. I need help. That's all I need.
PD Kim there?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
You know what your expertise is. Can he qualify for the 10% from the share?
Sure. Would you please?
And Attorney McLeod, I tease PD Kim about that because that's become her expertise, is the 10% program. And I would put him probably at a level 2 if they do it as opposed to a 1, because I think they recommend him at a 3, but I would put him at a 2. Okay.
I'm familiar with that, but I would certainly like to learn about it because I'm sure there's some of my clients who probably qualify for it.
Right. Ask PD Kim. I don't want to say
I
the wrong
will.
things. Okay. All right. Thank you. She'll talk to him about it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, let's go 21, Mr. Purdue.
And Your Honor, I just wanted, I did notice that my fourth client was not on the calendar, so I'm wondering if something happened to his case, just so I don't wait until the end,
Right.
just in case he will not be on. His name is Jarvis Thomas. Does the
Anyone
state
know about that one?
Thomas?
He's a felony recidivist transfer.
Thank
So he
you.
won't be on. Okay.
He will not.
Your Honor, that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you. Have a good one.
You're welcome. You too.
All
All right, let's go 21, Mr. Purdue.
right. 26 CR 005730J. Kyler Purdue, charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct, pretrial.
Yes, give me one moment.
Okay.
There. 16 cycles. Last arrest was from September of 2024 for FTA. Additional FTA from 2024 and one from 2015. A criminal trespass conviction 2016. A theft by shoplifting conviction 2015. It appears to have an open case 26 CR 003211J. That's for DUI. Level 3 will be pretrial's recommendation.
All right. State.
Yes, ma'am. And I also show a 2026 disorderly conduct and a 2026 failure to appear and a 2024 failure to appear. I'm not sure I heard those in the reading of
What's
the
the
history.
date on your 26 disorderly? Is not this date, the 6/24?
Oh, yes, you're right, Your Honor. This is this one. And then the failure to appear is August 22nd, so 2 days ago. And then the other failure to appear is September 30th of 2024.
Okay.
So this serious failure to appear just happened a couple days ago. But on June 24th of this year, at Virginia Avenue at Interstate 85 in East Point, the victim stated the defendant cut him off in traffic, and when the defendant got off the highway, both vehicles stopped at the red light. The defendant then exits his vehicle and approaches the driver's side window and repeatedly strikes the window with his hand, leaving a visible handprint on the glass and yelling profanities, attempting to provoke a reaction. He called the victim a pussy and threatened to beat his ass. The victim stayed in the vehicle and did not engage with the defendant, but he was able to get the defendant's tag. Officers confirmed events with cameras at the intersection along with flock cameras, and they tracked him to work, where officers recognized him from the camera footage. The defendant initially stated that it may have been his cousin, but officers did not find anyone by the name the defendant gave. But they did find a family member, and they ascertained that it did not look like the suspect in the video, and therefore it was not the defendant. And so we are asking for a $3,500 surety and no further contact with the victim, Joshua Castellanos. And we have not been able to make contact, but just in case, do you mind sounding for him, Your Honor? And
Okay.
nothing further.
Thank you. It was Joshua Casta. I don't want to mispronounce the last name.
Castellano, I think.
Castellano. All right, go ahead, PD.
Yes, Your Honor. The reason that he had a FTA was because all the mails, notice of hearings, were going to wrong mailing address. So he never received the notice of hearing. Your Honor, he is willing to come back. He's 37 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. He's got a housing here. He has 3 cats, graduated from high school, Georgia. He's gainfully employed as a machinist. We asked for a signature on bond. I do understand that Your Honor might not be inclined to give him a signature on bond because of failure to appear, and we asked for the lowest possible bond. Right now, there's a $1,000 surety bond for failure to appear, and I asked for disorderly conduct to be signature on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
So there, you're saying, PD Kim, there's a preset 1,000?
Yes, Your
No,
Honor.
Your Honor, there's no bond set on this case.
Disorderly conduct has no preset bond, but failure to appear has $1,000 surety bond.
No, that's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
No. Okay. He's got a lot of activity, a lot of encounters. I will, I'm going to give him a, I am concerned that this sounds like something else. And just want to make sure he understands the seriousness of what he did. And it sounds like road rage and you're hearing a lot about it. And so we want to make sure that this defendant is going to be safe as well as the general public for this person being cut off in traffic. You don't have a right to then, go and do that. Those are what the allegations are. So my personal opinion is, a higher bond is appropriate to make sure that this defendant understands the seriousness of what he did, or is alleged to have done, I'm sorry, of the allegations here. So I will order a $2,500 surety bond. And with that surety bond, he is to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. He is to have no further contact with the victim, Joshua, and I forgot the last name again. He is to drive a vehicle and follow all the laws and not exhibit such conduct while driving. And in following the laws is not to run after people or hit on their windows and all those kind of things. Otherwise I would say revoke his driving privileges, but I won't go so far just yet. And I guess that's all for now. I was going to order some anger management courses that he would have to pay for on his own. Did you say he was or was not working, PD Kim?
He is gainfully employed, Your Honor. He's working. But
Let
he's
him
afraid
take,
to lose
yeah?
a job because he missed Saturday, Sunday, and today.
He
So
what now?
he has been missing work because he has been incarcerated. So he
Oh,
missed 3 days already. So he's not sure whether he has still job or not.
okay. Well, I won't order the anger management courses right now, but he may want to take some on his own.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, that's gonna be 11, Mr. Jackson.
This is 26 CR 005759E. Zebulon Jackson. 1 count of battery, family violence, 2 counts of cruelty to children in 3rd degree pretrial.
16 cycles. Last arrest was from June of 2024 in Union City for driving while license suspended or revoked. I am showing the last conviction in 2009 for driving while license suspended or revoked. It was 3 convictions in 2009 for that offense. And then prior to that, a 1999 sale of marijuana conviction and a 2009 FTA. Level 2 was pretrial's recommendation.
State.
Judge, this is an incident that occurred in front of 2 children, an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old. In this case, at the location of 7430 Wright Drive, the defendant choked the victim, leaving bruising on her throat. And as I said, it occurred in front of 2 of their 3 children. We have spoken with the victim. I did see her name, and I do believe she wants to address the court. In this case, Judge, we would be asking for count 1 on the battery family violence, $5,000 surety bond. On count 2 and 3 for the cruelty to children, the state would ask for a $3,000 bond on each. Stay away from this location at 7430 Wright Drive. No contact with the victim, the wife and mother of the children, Miss Basheen Jackson. Also in this case, Judge, since they are married and do share 3 children, I'd ask for to start the family violence classes. Also, the victim indicated that there is, he was intoxicated at the time and he has a history of drinking. So I know your regular bond conditions, but Judge, I'd like to emphasize it for the record. There is no drugs, no alcohol, and definitely no weapons. If there's any weapons anywhere in the household, they should be surrendered.
Okay.
And Miss Jackson, I believe she's still on, Judge.
All right, Ms. Jackson. Lasheen Jackson. If you wish to address the court today, turn on your camera and unmute yourself. If not, we'll go forward. All right, PDs.
All right. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Correa from the Public Defender's Office for Mr. Jackson. He does live at the incident location. He has his associate's degree in maintenance technology. He also studied aviation technology. He uses that education at his job where he is a materials handler. He's had the same job fairly steady for the last 3 years. I understand that he does have some previous cycles. However, those do seem to be either remote in time or otherwise not like unrelated to the charges before you today. We would ask that you grant the UGR level 2 as mentioned by pretrial. We would also ask for a no further violent contact since he is the primary breadwinner for his household and does not want to risk the housing situation for his family.
I'm on. I figured out how to get in. Sorry. Judge.
Hold on, I can't speak with you to turn on your camera.
Okay, let me see how to do that now.
Okay, hurry up, please.
There we go. Can you see me? Can you see me?
Are you driving?
No, I'm parked.
Okay. All right, raise your right hand. Do you affirm the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down. Are you in fear of Mr. Cody Jones? I'm sorry.
No, it's
Zebulon Jackson, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Do you want to have any further contact with Mr. Zebulon Jackson?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you all are married legally?
We are.
Okay. And you all share a home together?
We do.
Okay. Have you spoken to someone from the solicitor's office?
I called for the TPO and I spoke to someone. I guess that was the same people. No.
No.
Then no. Mm-mm.
Okay. Did you get a TPO yet, or you just did the application?
No, I'm here trying to do it as we speak, and it might be too late.
Oh.
I had to work.
Okay.
He says that he works. He does not. I work. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the one that pay everything. I don't understand. I don't want him back home.
I understand. Is the home in both names or just one name? Or
it is. We're on a month to month. We're no longer in a lease, so I can definitely leave. But it's just it's hard to do when you have three, and it's a 3-story home. It's a full home, so it's a lot to do.
Right. I don't normally order the victims to leave. We want to make sure you and the children are somewhere safe. But you're on a month to month, and the lease has been finished, and now you're just month to month. And was the lease in both names though?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And what I don't want to do is to hopefully not order anything that will contradict the potential TPO that you might get. I know that the solicitor's office is trying to get in contact with you. So, do you all want to get her number or something and put it in the chat, or so that you all can speak with her, ASGs?
Yeah, I show that someone did speak with her from a phone number that I do not want to repeat on. So,
But if you all have that contact.
I believe so.
I spoke to one person this morning, but I don't know what office I was calling for the TPO.
That was someone with the solicitor's office, and I do believe then she was giving them information for a TPO. It looks like there was a letter that was sent for counseling for herself and the children, and gave her the information then to be on Zoom. And we also have a Gmail address, Judge.
Okay,
Yes.
So it does look like someone from our office was able to speak with her, yes.
good. That is fine. So I hope you have that information still, Ms. Jackson. So that
Yes,
they
ma'am.
can provide you with some additional services or to assist you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me hear from his attorney and then I will give my ruling. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
I have nothing further. Other than reiterating my previous argument.
Gotcha. All right. What was his age again?
48.
Okay. All right. I'm going to order the surety bond. And with that surety bond on the battery family violence, 5,000, the cruelty, 2,000 and 2,000. So that's a $9,000 surety bond. I'm going to order that he have no further contact with the victim or the children, that he stay away from the incident location, that he also be 200 yards away from the victim and the children.
Your Honor, could he have a one-time return to collect his belongings?
Yes, a one-time law enforcement escort to the property to get his belongings. Stay away, no further contact, don't contact her by any means whatsoever, no social media post about it. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Since there's an allegation regarding alcohol, I'm going to order that he go to at least 2 AA meetings a week. If he has any weapons in his possession, he must surrender those weapons. And PDs, they had recommended that he start FVIP. Do you want to do that?
I would ask that it be anger management just due to the financial and continuous burden. FIP tends to be 6 months long. And I know that anger management can be done in a shorter amount of time, so it's less of a financial burden.
Okay, well, he'll have to still pay for them on his own because this is not going through pretrial.
I understand.
Okay, so I'm going to order that he take 6 anger management courses of his own. And I guess that's it. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he has any guns, he needs to surrender them within 48 hours of release to the sheriff's department. And Miss Jackson, he shows up there without law enforcement, just call the police. All right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got position 3, Ms. Ellis at ACDC.
Okay. (26 CR 005746Y). And this is Tanina Ellis, charged with 1 count of willful obstruction. No, 2 counts of willful obstruction, 1 count of criminal trespass. Pre-trial?
7 cycles. Last arrest was from June of this year for a probation violation out of Forest Park. Appears to be on probation out of DeKalb for aggravated assault. The disposition was November of 2024, 4-year sentence. Open case for criminal trespass and willful obstruction, 26 PI 002800. A criminal trespass conviction from 2021 and an FTA from 2024. Level 3 is pretrial's recommendation.
Right.
Judge, there is already a preset bond for these 3 charges of $1,000 each and a surety. Short story of it is the defendant refused to leave Lindbergh MARTA station. She'd been told to, and she resisted the officers while they placed her under arrest. Judge would be okay with that bond staying the same. However, I would say to stay away from all MARTA, not just this Lindbergh station, but also given the nature of some of these offenses and the other criminal trespass, I did not look up the facts for those, but Judge, it may be beneficial for a social worker or MH evaluation.
All right. PD?
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Ellis has been experiencing some residential issues, but is recently obtained employment, and she said she will be starting very soon. That being said, MARTA is how she gets to and from her daily activities. She is perfectly fine with staying away from Lindbergh, but staying away from all MARTA would deprive her of her abilities to travel, whether it be for personal needs or employment. And we are asking, because of her limited resources, perhaps a signature bond or the lowest bond possible that she can afford to get out to start her employment.
What's her age?
She's 46, Your Honor.
I'm going to give her a $3,000 surety bond, 1,000 on each of the charges. Gonna order that she stay away from the Lindbergh station. Order a social worker visit for resources. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's all I order at this time.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And that's been 15, Mr. McHenry.
This is 26 CR 005720D Christopher McHenry. And 1 count of criminal trespass, 1 count of willful obstruction. Pre-trial.
Yes, he has a total of 4 cycles. Last arrest was July of this year for simple battery, family violence, simple assault, family violence, and criminal trespass out of Cherokee. That case appears to be open. A DUI conviction from 2022, and appears to be on first offender probation for a criminal attempt to commit a felony and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. That disposition was April of this year. 2 years, 11 months was the sentence, and that is in Fulton County, our Superior Court. Level 2 is pretrial's recommendation.
You said level 2?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Is this Henry or McHenry? What did I hear?
McHenry.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why I can't hear today. I don't. Thank you, Judge.
It's okay. So is it your case?
Oh, nope. Sorry, Judge. I got the end of the alphabet. This might be Miss Wojans. I'm not sure who has the middle.
Christopher McHenry.
I'm at the beginning. That could be Mrs. Strata. Let me pull up her sheet, Judge. I might be able to help with this.
Yes,
What are
Your
y'all
Honor, that is
doing?
mine.
Come
My
on, come
apologies.
on.
I was doing
Okay.
something. I was doing a consent bond on another case.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. He already has a $4,000. I'm sorry, he has a hold without bond. We're asking for a $4,000 surety and a stay away from 1115 Howell Mill Road, Atlanta, in Fulton County. And this incident happened because he refused to leave the bar after repeated requests to leave. It took off-duty sheriff's deputy and 2 APD officers to get him to leave, and he was physically removed. And when they tried to arrest him, he resisted by tensing his muscles, pulling away, refusing to turn around, put his hands behind his back, and he ended up being tased because he refused to comply. And he was given multiple warnings to leave, and he just refused to. He has pending cases out of Cherokee County, simple battery, simple assault, family violence, civil battery, family violence, and a criminal trespass. And due to his pending cases and the nature of the allegation, as I said, we're asking for a $4,000 surety with $2,000 on each count and a stay away from the bar at 1115 Howell Mill Road, Atlanta, in Fulton County.
Okay.
And Your Honor, Mr. McHenry technically does not qualify for the services of the public defender, but we are going to step in for the purposes of today. Mr. McHenry is 38 years old and from the Metro Atlanta area. I did confirm his address. The address in Odyssey is mostly correct. I am putting an updated address in the chat. It was just missing the actual street type. But otherwise, he does reside in Woodstock with his mother. He has an undergraduate degree from Morehouse and did begin MBA classes at Clark Atlanta. He is self-employed. He's a local business owner, small business owner, and that is how he supports himself. At this time, we would ask for I believe it was a UGR level 2 that pretrial said. In the alternative, we would ask for a $1,000 bond on each charge.
All right. I'm going to order the $4,000 surety bond, $2,000 on the criminal trespass, $2,000 on the obstruction. I'm going to order for him to stay away from the bar of the incident location. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's it. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Mhm.
Next, we got 26, Mr. Tanjagora.
This is 26 CR 005732J. Tanjagora, I believe is the name, last name. 1 count of possession of pistol or revolver by a person under 18 and theft of lost or mislaid property. Pretrial.
First arrest, level 1 recommendation.
Okay.
Am I unmuted? All right, that's a good change. Your Honor, this was, as you can probably tell by the charges, this was a minor in possession of a gun. He alleges that he found it in some bushes. The ACIC was run and it was found stolen from a week before from one Miss Candace Blowen, I believe is how it's pronounced. If it's not, I apologize. Case number for that is 252-431-051. He said that he found it and he was just going to sell it for unknown reasons. So because of his age and the Solicitor General's fierce stance against illegal weaponry, the 18-year-old in possession of a weapon is a $10,000 cash bond that we're requesting and a $5,000 surety for theft of mislaid property. No contact with the victim, Candace Bowen. Stay away from 740 10th Street. That's the incident location where he was picked up. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons, including guns, while on bond. Thank you.
And did you have a request to stay away as well?
Yes, Your Honor. 740 10th Street.
Okay. All right. PDs?
Yes, Your Honor. He's only 17 years old, and Your Honor, he is currently going to Skyview High School, and this either December 2026 or May 2027, he will be graduating from high school, and he already took ACT and also has a 1 scholarship to go to college next semester. Your Honor, He has no objection to stay away from the incident location and have no reason to contact Mr. Bloing, Candice, because he has no clue who it is. Your Honor, he's very good at soccer and basketball, and he is also working as an influencer at TikTok. He has more than 200,000 followers, and he just wanted to be cool. And he was taking photos for just to look cool. The weapon, he was not using it to point at anybody. He was not doing anything other than taking photos. And I really asked for signature on bond. He does have a solid location, living with his parents. I was hoping that his mother would be on the Zoom today. His dad is here to support him. And on the Zoom, we asked for signature on bond through pretrial. This is his first arrest. He was never, ever been in trouble at all in the past. Thank you.
And he's a senior in high school.
Yes.
But he's working because I'm gonna put him on a curfew.
Thank you.
So I would need to know those hours.
Well, he's working as an influencer TikTok, so he can be very flexible and he can be
Oh,
anywhere.
he can stay home and do that.
Yes.
Well, I think the gun, the gun came back stolen that he had. That's what the state is alleging too, correct?
I'm sorry, what were we alleging, Your Honor?
That the gun came back stolen?
That's correct. They ran an ACIC on it, and it came back stolen to Candace Bowen about a week earlier. I believe this happened, I want to say the 20-something, and then it happened the week prior.
There was a big party, Your Honor, at that location. So the gun was kind of like passed around among all these teenagers. They all wanted to take photos. It was not my client who had that ownership, Your Honor.
But he took some photos with it.
Yeah.
And he said he was going to sell it.
He couldn't take the photos. That's what my client says.
The gun is nothing to play with, and it's not really cute to take photos with it, I don't think. But I can only imagine what the captions were with this gun. And it's dangerous and scary to people. I mean, I can't imagine going to a party and everybody's passing around a gun to take pictures with it. I guess I'm just out of touch. I know that this is his first arrest, but he kind of came out swinging with a first arrest, to be honest. It's just, I'm gonna do $1,000 cash bond because of the nature of the allegations and the seriousness of it, and I want him to understand the seriousness of it. I'm gonna order a curfew from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Will that allow him to make it to school? He needs to go to school every day and be on track to graduate. What time does he have to be at school?
7:30, Your Honor. Can she?
Oh, so let me do 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Your Honor.
And he must attend school. No further contact with the victim, Candace Bowen. Stay away from the incident location or that 10th Street address. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he has any other guns, he needs to surrender them within 48 hours of release to the sheriff's department. And let's see. I already said no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's it. Anything else?
There is And Your
Take
Honor,
your leave out. All right, thank you.
Yeah, and give me that bond amount again. I had to leave my desk for a minute.
Oh, $1,000 cash bond. Did you hear all the conditions?
I have the curfew, I believe, from 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. No further
No,
contact.
no, 7 p.m. to 6 a.m.
7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay.
He
Wait a
must
minute.
attend school.
Wait, Judge. 7 p.m. to 6 a.m.
He must attend school.
Mm-hmm.
No further contact with the victim.
Candace Bowen, I got that part.
Stay away from
Uh-huh.
the 10th Street location.
Okay. Now, the $1,000 cash, was that 500 on each or what?
Yes. Forgot there were 2 charges. Thank you.
Your Honor, will he have a 10%, sheriff's 10% program, Your Honor?
I don't know.
He's only 17 and this is his first arrest, Your Honor.
Yeah, but you know, this bragging on social media as an influencer about having a gun, something just doesn't settle right with me on it. And I want to make sure he understands how serious this is. I know his dad may be on here, but you don't play like that. And then if someone showed up at his house, hey, you got a gun, I got a gun, let's fight it out. I mean, you bring a lot of scrutiny onto you. And I want to make sure he understands the seriousness of what he has done.
Understand, he would never do that, Your Honor. He's about it.
Who's talking? Who hasn't had permission to talk who's unmuted? Is this his father?
I believe so. Mr. Baba Fodek is your father?
Yes, that's him. I really don't know that I want to hear from you, sir, because we usually just hear from the victims. The parents coming on as a character witness is not really necessarily needed at this time.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm not for sure what you're going to tell me in 2 seconds, but I can imagine what you're going to say. But I'm sure you're going to support him and make sure.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Tanjigora.
I'm sorry? I didn't understand what you said.
Yeah, I say I'm Masiga daddy.
I understand.
Okay.
But we usually just hear from the victims. And I'm sure he's going to be living with you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, we just want to know and make sure that this is not some pattern of conduct that he's going to start, that he understands the seriousness of what he's done.
Okay.
And that he obviously learns a lesson from it and I don't ever see him again.
Okay.
You know, that would be the thought. So
Okay.
that's why I'm putting on the curfew and I'm making it a $1,000 cash bond.
Okay.
Because of the fact that he was, you know, in possession of a stolen gun.
Yeah.
And
I know he don't never have the gun. He don't never have the gun. I know that's the situation. Maybe he take from somebody in the party area, but he don't never have the gun for his life.
I understand, but now he's got pictures on his influencing page with a gun.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Okay, we accept it.
So he's trying to perpetrate some, you know,
Okay.
maybe big bad guy with a gun, but that's, you know, I was hoping he was influencing about more positive things, but not a
Okay.
gun. So,
Okay, we accept the condition. Thank you.
okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you
I'm gonna
very
leave
much.
it at the $1,000 cash bond.
Okay, we can pay today?
Yes, they will tell you how to pay that cash bond.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. God
All
bless
right.
you.
Thank
you.
you.
Quick question. Timothy Burks. Are we doing his case today or no?
He's on the add-on.
He's gonna add on. You know what add-on number he is?
Oh, he's add-on. Woo, add-on 1, number 1, because we have an add-on 2.
I got Mr. Burks here.
Yeah, you want to do him now?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we have an add-on 1 and an add-on 2, and he's add-on 1, number 1. Do I have that right, Ms. Champion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Timothy Burks, 26 CR 005760K. 1 count of battery, family violence, 2nd count theft by taking, pretrial.
I need one moment. I didn't receive an add-on calendar.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 of them.
Okay.
Can you all make sure Ms. Hutcherson has them?
Yes, ma'am.
And thank you all for getting them to me quickly.
It's loading. Okay. His last arrest was May 30th of this year out of Cobb County for DUI. 3 counts. That case does appear to be open out of Cobb County. Level 2 is our recommendation. And I am headed to his history.
Okay.
He has a total of 9 cycles. He has a simple battery family of violence arrest from 2019. There's no disposition listed for that case. And nothing further to add at this time, Judge.
Okay. All right. State.
But this was a result of an incident that started at a restaurant location, which continued until they got to the home at 500 Suttles Drive, South Fulton in Fulton County. It was a verbal altercation that turned physical. Grabbed the victim's cell phone. He then punched her in the mouth and took the phone. She did not get the phone back. And she had the video on her phone prior to him taking it. So in this case, Judge State would ask for a $3,000 surety bond, probably on the battery, family violence, and $1,000 on the theft by taking. Stay away from this location at 500 Suttles Drive in South Fulton. No contact with the victim of Miss Tiffany Jackson. When our office did speak with Miss Jackson, she did allude to having some drinking issues. So I'd ask for AA to address that issue. And your regular condition of no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. Any weapons must be surrendered.
All right. PD.
And I believe the victim was going to be on. I'm not sure if this is the victim. The victim's name in this is Tiffany Jackson.
All right. Tiffany Jackson. Tiffany Jackson.
I see her name, Judge, still. Yes, ma'am.
Tiffany Jackson, you have about a second to come off mute, put on your camera. You want to speak. If you don't, we'll move on.
I'm here, Judge.
I'm sorry.
I was acknowledging that I'm here.
Do you wish to briefly speak to the court or not?
No, I already made my statement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead, PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Burtz is 36 years old and from the Metro Atlanta area. I have verified with him that the address listed in Odyssey is a good address for him, that it is where he would be residing with his mother and his stepfather. He does have 3 children. It sounds like all 3 of them are adults. One is at Georgia Tech and one is at Georgia State. They did start school today, and so he's quite proud of them for going to such prestigious universities. Mr. Burtz has been working in manufacturing and warehouse work, namely working with bike chains and sprockets, other machinery related to transmissions and powertrains, and that he's been working at that job for about the last 4 years. At this time, we would ask Your Honor to set the level 2 UJR as mentioned by pretrial.
The level 2 UJR. I don't think that's what you mean. Go ahead, PD.
I have nothing further other than what I.
Than what you did already. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know if you wanted to. I'm going to order the $3,000 surety bond, 2,000 on the battery family violence, 1,000 on the theft by taking. Stay away from the incident location. Is it both the restaurant and the Suttles Drive?
I did not say anything about the restaurant, the Olive Garden location. It was just the Suttles Drive, Judge.
Okay. Just the Suttles Drive. No further contact with the victim. To attend up to 2 AA meetings a week at least. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Only driving if he has the proper driving credentials, all the requirements. If he has any weapons, surrender them within 48 hours of release. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that should be it. Anything else?
No,
Not
I
from
have
the
nothing from
defense.
the state.
All right.
I just gonna add on to Ms. McNeil.
This is 26 CR 005769C, Taylor McNeil. One count of simple battery against police officer, corrections officer. Second count of simple battery. Retrial.
Can someone tell me when this person was booked in? I'm having a hard time locating.
8/19. Oh, I'm sorry. 8/24.
I have their history. If you'll
Do
just,
you?
I can probably pull it up a lot quicker than she can.
Okay.
Um,
Either one.
okay. So, we have, her history is that she has a prior, she has a prior theft by shoplifting case that was actually a first offender. That was back in 2015. I don't have any other history for her. In this particular case, she is accused that on August the 19th of 2025, she was at Grady Hospital. She was in a vehicle in which she located a Miss Craig, who is the first identified victim in the case. And once she saw her, Miss Craig was on duty there as a police officer. This appeared to be a personal issue the parties may have had. And there's some information that there was a pending case going on at the time, but I did not see that very quickly when I looked. But that was confirmed apparently by the police department that there was some type of open case between the parties. She saw Miss Craig. She got out of her car. She went over to her. She started striking her. There was another person who was with her. Her name is to Erica Kofer. And when Miss Kofer attempted to break up the altercation between the parties, then she also, Miss McNeil actually also hit her. And so she's charged with that simple battery against her as well. State's recommendation is for a $5,000 surety. That would be $2,500 on each count. That she have no further contact with the victim, Ms. Craig, as well as Ms. Kofer. And Ms. Craig's first name is Diamond. That she stay away from the 80 Jesse Hill Drive location at Grady Hospital unless she has a medical emergency. And while there, she is not to have any contact whatsoever with Ms. Craig, nor should she have any contact with her when she is on duty anywhere. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. That's our recommendation.
All right,
And Judge, pretrial's recommendation level was level 2.
okay. All right, and PDs, unless is the victim on it all?
Judge, no, because this case came on and we decided to go ahead and accuse it today rather than Wednesday, we were not able to communicate with the victims on the case, so we continue to ask for no contact with them.
Okay. PD?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. McNeil is 34 years old. She has been here in Georgia for more than 20 years. And Your Honor, she has no objection to stay away from that incident location, which was her old employment. And she has no objection to stay away from the alleged victim complaining witness, Diamond Craig, who was her coworker. My client was defending herself, Your Honor. This incident happened August 19, 2025, more than a year ago, Your Honor. They have not had any other contact. My client used to be a correction officer in the city of Atlanta, and we want her to be out of jail as fast as we can because we don't want her to be hurt or in danger out of retaliation because of the retaliation from other people that she had to deal with. Your Honor, we asked for signature on bond. As you heard, she does not have any other violence conviction or violence charge. And last charge was theft by shoplifting in 2015, which should have been completely restricted and, it should not even be considered. We ask for signature on bond. Thank you.
All right.
And she's a single mother of 3 daughters who are very young, and she really needs to go back home to take care of them. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna order $4,500 surety bond, 2,500 on a simple battery, and 2,000 on the first charge against the officer, and 2,000 on the regular simple battery, for a total of 4,500. No further contact with the victim and stay away. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And where there was a stay away from the incident location, correct?
Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. That on.
This was almost first arrest, especially like in terms of violence related. Did you mean to say signature on bond? I really think that she's qualified for signature on bond, Your Honor.
And I
Right.
will just to remind the police did confirm that there was an open case. I'm not sure what the status of that. There was an incident that occurred between the parties in April of 2025, and that was an open case. So to say necessarily that there's no violence, I'm not sure that it does not appear that we've accused that case at this particular time, not through the state. But in the warrant, it indicates that there was a documented previous case between the parties.
They were both co-workers, and Your Honor, I believe those were closed and dismissed.
They were both co-workers. And what was the last thing you said, PD Kim?
Dismissed, closed. Case is closed. It's not open case. And he
What
was
year was it?
it was just kind of like at work, things happen, incident report.
December the 4th?
Judge, can I say something?
I don't know. So the incident at work was December 4th of 2025 after this incident or before this incident?
Judge, I think Miss Kim was saying that the case was closed, and it's not an open case. She didn't say December. The incident happened April of 2025.
April of 2025. That's what I was just trying to confirm when it happened.
She was attacked at work, Your Honor.
Okay, and then this incident is 8/19/2025. And it is or is not with the same person? Is it different people?
Same person, same location.
Yeah, I still feel, even though, I mean, you know, the other thing is bringing her, I don't want her to, I want her to be monitored, yes. But I'm very concerned about the allegations.
Judge, can I say something, please?
I don't think your attorney wants you to.
But she has a right to remain silent, but she wants to waive that part. So,
Make it quick.
All right. I was on duty. I was officer for the city of Atlanta. I was attacked at work. I didn't do nothing to defend myself. We went through internal affairs. They gave me my job back after they seen our body cam. I did not take my job back after she attacked me at work and allegedly seen what happened on cameras. So the charge that y'all speaking of that is open, it is not open. I am not a person of harm or danger. It was self-defense. I am a woman of badge and honor. When I carried my badge for the city of Atlanta, I was a 100% good officer. I stood that ground. And when I was passing by Grady and I was going home, she pointed my vehicle out. She came to me, and I have a right of self-defense. I have not been in trouble before. I am not a person of trouble.
Okay. Well, I'll give you the 4,500 signature bond through pretrial for just some monitoring. Level 1.
Judge, I think their recommendation was level 2.
Level 2. Uh, 4 anger management courses free through pretrial. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Level 1, level 2.
Level 2.
Yeah. All right, next we got 32, Mr. Harold Williams.
Okay. This is 26 CR 005741Y. Harold Williams, 1 count of simple battery family violence pretrial.
4 cycles, 1 out of Tennessee, 3 out of Georgia. Last arrest 2024 for a DUI. That was a conviction. A 2021 DUI conviction out of Tennessee, and then a 2003 DUI conviction. Level 1 is pretrial's recommendation.
Okay. State.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a $2,000 surety. Oh. No further contact with the victim, Kelly Williams. Stay away from the bar he was kicked out of and the marital residence at 785 Champions Club Drive. In this instance, they were leaving a bar. He pulled her by her hair twice, once in the bar, once outside the bar. Some bystanders flagged down a cop and told them. She says that she followed him outside the bar after the employees kicked him out to make things better. That's when he pulled her hair again and pushed her to the ground. She swung her purse at him because he would not let go. She claims that he has assaulted her many times during their 20-year marriage and has strangled her. When we spoke with her directly, she says that there is a history. She felt he needed anger management originally, but then said, quote, he learned to hit me from behind and not in the face. Apparently, defendant has also taken DUI classes and anger management. She says none of them have helped. But it has been a while since anything happened. She says that she does want to make sure he has a surety bond. So state is asking for a $2,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, stay away from the bar and the marital residence, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right, PD.
Sorry, Judge Kevin Ryan, private attorney for Mr. Williams.
Okay, Mr. Ryan. All right, go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, my client, lifelong resident, owns a home in Fulton County, owns a business. No objection to the 2,000 surety. My understanding through the victim who called me is that she wants no violent contact with him. They live together and they work together. That was my understanding when I spoke to her earlier today. I believe she was on the call earlier. So we just asked no violent contact. As long as she's okay with that, Judge, and that's what she told me earlier, and he'll show up for court and we'll be here.
What about the stayaways?
Well, no violent, and also no, if the court will give no violent contact, the stayaways as well as a marital home.
This just happened. I usually want a cooling down period. Does he have somewhere to go stay for a little while? And because of her statements about there being prior other incident.
She was on earlier, Judge. Is she here?
Is she still
I'm
on?
here. I'm here, but they have me blocked.
Oh, can you all unblock her? Is she dressed appropriately or what's the issue? Sometimes we do that when people
I'm
are
here.
either moving or walking or not dressed appropriately. So maybe it was just something. Yes. Ms. Williams, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Are you in fear of Mr. Harold Williams, your husband?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to have any further contact with him?
Yes, ma'am. It's fine for him to come home.
Have you had prior incidents before this one?
We have had a prior incident.
How long have you been married?
We've been married almost 8 years, together almost 20.
And is it true, I guess, your statement that he's gone through these other classes or courses and they haven't done any good?
Well, it is true that he has gone through the other classes, and they asked me if I wanted to recommend anger management, and I said I didn't feel that those classes, DUI or anger management or any of those, really make any difference.
Well, my concern today is that you would be safe.
Yes, ma'am.
If he came home. And I'm not feeling that you'll be safe if he came home based on your own answers.
No, ma'am, I feel safe. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had an incident. Alcohol was involved, and
well, this
I'm not
incident was
worried
August
about my safety.
22nd. So what do you mean by it's been a long time? This incident was August 22nd.
It's been a long time. Before Saturday, it has been a long time since there has been an incident.
So you don't think he's starting back up again?
No, ma'am. I think alcohol was an issue.
Was or is? Is it issue coming back up again?
No, ma'am. I mean, for this particular incident, alcohol definitely played a part.
I'm going to, in spite of this, he's a multi-state offender, 3 Tennessee, 1 in Georgia. So I'm going to order the $2,000 surety bond, which is what the state recommended. And I'm going to order, since this incident just happened, and I don't feel like there's been the ample cooling down period, and I want to make sure that the victim is going to be safe, and I'm going to order him to have no further contact with her right now, and to stay away from the bar and the marital home. I'm going to order him to start FVIP. Is he taking that before council? The Family Violence Intervention Program, has he
Possibly,
taken that
Judge.
before?
Possibly, Judge. I'm not sure if he
Huh?
took it or not. Definitely done DUI classes and that sort of thing.
I know
Can he
that
shake
she
his
had
head yes
mentioned,
or no that he's taken FVIP before? He would know. I know it's not related to the DUI. What did you say, ASG Spear?
I know, well, when Miss Williams spoke with our victim advocate, she had mentioned anger management. She didn't specify, I don't think she specifically listed what class it was, just that he had taken some kind of anger class. Miss Williams, do you know if he's taken specifically the FVIP?
I don't know what it's called. I just know that there was an anger management class and there was like a DUI class and something else, but I don't know of what
Mr.
that
Ryan, can
entails.
you ask your client to just do a yes or no if he's taking an FVIP? He would know.
Yes, I believe I have.
You
He
have,
has. And I asked him one other question as to when.
2022.
2022, 2 years ago, he took FVIP. State, what do you recommend if he's already taken one? I mean, I can order it again.
I mean, that's really, as far as tools at our disposal, Your Honor, we're very limited. We have the stay away, which, I mean, we could, the only other tool that I have that we haven't used yet is the ankle monitor, and that seems excessive at this point. So we could ask for the FVIP again and hope it sticks this time.
I'm inclined to do that, Attorney Ryan, is to order him to take the FVIP again. Since there's been an incident since he took it, and maybe it will stick this time. I do think an ankle monitor is excessive at the moment. But I'm gonna order him to start FVIP over again. And I guess that is it. And I did say no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And if later you want to ask to modify that bond, you can do a motion for that. But that's what I want to order today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
You have excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
Okay.
You can sign off too, Ms. Williams. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next we got number 2, Mr. Carter.
You said 2?
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
'26 CR 00572 Tariq Carter, 1 count of battery family violence. Pretrial?
First arrest, level 1.
State?
Judge, this is a battery family violence that came about where the victim and the defendant did live together. However, it's my understanding that he recently moved out.
You're going in and out and only hear. Think you're frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Am I
heard they
okay now, Judge? Can you hear me?
Now I hear you better. They used to live together and then go.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, sorry about that. And he moved out. He came to this location of 4251 Scott Circle in East Point, started banging the door. He let him in. He took her keys and would not give them back or leave. There was a physical fight that ensued where he pushed her into the closet. A tag of with the glass bottle of champagne fell on him, which then he got upset. He bear hugged her in an aggressive way, started slamming around in that room. She bit her lip as a result of the defendant's actions. There was dried blood on the bed frame. The victim had cut lips and large abrasions and bruising on her back. In this case, Judge State would ask for a $1,500 surety bond. Stay away from this location. It doesn't sound like he's there anymore anyway. 4251 Scott Circle, East Point. No contact with this victim, Miss Keontae Swanson. Anger management classes at the very least, and then your other standard conditions.
All right, thank you. Is the victim on the line?
I have not seen her name, Judge, but again, sometimes
What's her
it's
name
hard to
again?
tell. Keontae Swanson.
Keontae Swanson. All right, DD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Carter is 20 years old. I am sending an updated address in the chat. That address is out of Marietta. It's his parents' house. That's where he's been residing. I believe he does just need a one-time return to finish collecting his belongings. I believe he was in the process of moving out. And after speaking with him, he did request a one-time escort to return to collect the remainder of his possessions. We did go over, I did explain what a no contact order and a stay away order is. He informed me that he can abide by that if that is what Ms. Keontae wishes. Given that this is his first ever arrest, we are asking for that UJR level 1 as mentioned by pretrial.
All right, I'm going to order a $2,500 signature bond with pretrial, level 1. With that, I'm going to have him to stay away from the Scott Circle. Have no further contact with the victim. Be 200 yards away from her. One-time escort to get his belongings or possessions. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I'm going to order 6 anger management courses through pretrial. And that should do it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And let's get 24, Mr. Stevenson.
Your Honor, is this Tamir Stevenson? If so, this is a consent bond.
Yes.
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
Judge. Alex Arca for Mr. Stevenson.
Hi, how are you?
Doing fine, Judge. Thank you for asking.
Okay. And State, you want to give me the terms of the consent bond?
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to get it to come up. It's just being slow. Here we go. It's going to be a $5,000 surety bond, $2,500 for each count. He is going to enroll in FVIP within 30 days of release. He's going to stay away from anywhere the victims live and work. He's going to have no further contact with the victims, Ileana Sepulveda and Elizabeth Boer. Defendant shall have no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while he's out on bond, and he shall have no further violations of the law. And this has been signed by the attorney, and I forwarded on to Ms. Bridgewater. So Ms. Bridgewater, if you'll just confirm that you did get it.
I have it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, and that's your understanding, Mr. Arco?
That is correct, Judge. If I can just ask Mr. Stevenson if he has any belongings there that he might require the assistance of law enforcement for a one-time pickup, if I can just simply ask that question.
That'll be fine.
Tamir, can you give me an answer as to whether or not you need to return to their address to go ahead and pick up any belongings?
No.
Okay. All
Okay,
right, then, Judge, that should suffice.
okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Have a great
Thank
day,
you.
Judge.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Arca.
Ms. Strada.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm the victim, Elizabeth.
Who's talking? And I can't see you, so I
I
can't
know,
talk to you.
I'm trying to turn my camera on. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, sorry. Is
Who
it
are you?
Elizabeth Bohr?
And who are you to this case or what case?
Tamir Stevenson.
And you're the victim?
Yeah, we have a child
Hold
together.
on a minute. I did not ask you to speak yet. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And what would you like to say, ma'am?
The no contact. We have a baby together. And I still want him to be able to see him. So I guess just about like contacts when it comes to that, cause yeah.
Judge, I don't mean to interject on you. If the victim is not opposed to no violent contact or with the supervision of another adult present during any exchanges, would that be something that you'd be willing to entertain, Judge?
I
The
do
state-
sometimes. Since there's not a cruelty charge, I can entertain that, but I do want you all to stay apart because this just happened. I want to make sure there's been a cooling down period. So if there is an exchange of visitation with the child, it must be handled by a third party. Do you have someone else that could handle that? That he could talk to see his child, but it not be you?
Yeah, like our parents, yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Because again, don't want to set him up for failure or you all to have not cooled it down yet. And so if you allow visitation, I'm not saying that you have to. I don't know if the child's legitimated. I don't know if you have a visitation plan. I don't think I heard you were married. So if you do that, let's do a third party
Your
person.
Honor, they're gonna rewrite up this consent bond order.
Oh, that's right. That needs to, this is a consent, so that needs to be added to it. Mrs.
Right, so I
Estrada,
would need a new consent bond order.
'cause she
I will
can't
get that to you, Miss Bridgewater. Just give me a moment and I'll say no further
look out for that
violence.
attorney Arca. You all have to re-sign and add that, and then I'll sign
Right.
off on it, okay?
Judge, if you don't mind, I have no issue with Mrs. Strada signing with my express permission, if that's okay with her.
That would save us a lot of time. Thank
That's
you.
what I figured. Not a problem, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
I
Judge.
I'm not comfortable doing that. I prefer that they sign the consent bonds.
Okay,
I can do it really fast and then send it to you, Mr. Arca, and then I'm
No
happy to
problem.
forward it on. I prefer people to sign their orders.
Not a problem. Too easy.
Nothing against it.
No,
it's me.
no offense taken. Totally understand.
Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna tear this one here up, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Bridgewater.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Judge, may I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am. I didn't get your last name, but okay.
Position 5 and 6, Mr. Fisher.
This is 26.
Judge, Mr. Fisher has two. He's 6 and 7, I believe.
5 and 6.
Or he's 5 and 6. Yes. Okay.
He said that. The deputy said 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Judge.
It's okay. 26 CR 005749Y. Deontez Fisher, charged with 1 count of battery family violence. That's from August the 6th of 26. Second case, position 6 is 26 CR 005751Y. Theft of services 8/12/2026. Pre-trial.
3 cycles. Last arrest was June of this year out of Cobb County for possession of a Schedule 1 controlled substance and purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, or sale of marijuana that appears to be open. A 2024 conviction for 2 counts of theft by taking and a 2025 criminal trespass conviction. Level 1 is pretrial recommendation.
Okay.
Judge, how would you like for me to take them? Both at the same time, or do you want like the battery family violence, which I believe is position 5 first? You
Yep, do
issue
that one
that and
first.
then go to 6?
Yep, do that first and go to 6 and we'll take them together and then.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on.
Yes. The battery family violence, Judge, occurred on August 6, 2006. It's a father-son altercation. According to the victim, who is Sylvester Fisher, the defendant's father, the defendant came to his home, and when he went outside, the defendant started a physical fight with the victim, his father. He had cuts to his eye, forearm, and a bloody ear. This occurred at the victim's home of 654 Kennesaw Avenue. Someone from our office did is that he
You're
wants
going
to
in and
still.
out on me a little bit. I heard it occurred at
I
the
don't know
victim's
how to
home and
fix
then
that,
something.
Judge.
Yeah.
Yes, Judge. I just gave the address of 654 Kennesaw Avenue.
Right.
And then someone from our office did speak with Mr. Sylvester Fisher. He does not mind having contact with his son. However, he believes that he should have some form of and I would ask for a $2,500 surety bond, no violent contact with Mr. Sylvester Fisher, and possibly some MH help that may be needed. There appears to be a lot of family per the victim, so that might help.
I didn't hear this last part.
Do you want to rule? There seems to be a lot going on in the family. Oh gosh, do I need to leave and come back?
You might have to.
trying.
Or sometimes it'll say your, internet is unstable or weak or something, not getting those messages.
It's not saying anything, which is the craziest part. So
Right.
I'm trying, Judge.
Kind of keeping up a little bit.
Okay.
Now you're sounding good. So just kind of repeat.
Okay.
Some MH issues, maybe.
Possibly, Judge. There seems to be some family issues.
Okay.
So the MH may help with that.
We'll see what his counsel says. But you had a $2,500 surety bond. Did you say no further contact with the victim?
No, ma'am. No
no further
violent
violent.
contact.
Yeah, I wrote.
Yes, ma'am. The victim, his father, wants to have contact with his son.
Okay. Is he on the line?
Do you want to handle? He said he was going to be. Let me check.
Mr. Fisher is on the Zoom.
Okay. Yes, I see him, Mr. Fisher.
Mr. Fisher? Mr. Fisher, can you unmute and turn on your camera?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yes. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth, under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Are you in fear of, is it your son, Deontez Fisher?
You said, am I in fear? No.
Okay. Do you want to have further contact with him?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And so you all live together, or he lives with you, or vice versa?
He stays with his godmom.
Okay. And do you stay there?
No, ma'am.
So you all don't live together?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So it sounds like you have. Go ahead.
I'm really not trying to press charge. It was just like a misunderstood thing, and
who's talking in the background? The godmother?
no, that's this girl over here. Sorry about that.
I'm the girl that was beating on with the hat.
Did you ask her to stop doing that and be quiet?
I keep asking her to stop, but she won't stop. I'm gonna walk off. So.
So baby, because you lied for the judge.
But sorry about that.
Okay. So is this where you live?
Right now I'm at a hotel right now.
Oh, okay. That's what I should say to you, be careful.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was a little concerned about the injuries that they stated that you had.
But they okay. It didn't healed up. What's all that?
I mean, if there been other incidents with your son,
No.
this was the first?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this just, this is August 12th. Okay. All right, I don't have anything else. Any questions by the state or by the PD?
Well, Your Honor,
No,
technically,
ma'am.
I guess you were talking about specific questions for
Of
Mr.
Mr.
Sylvester. I
Fisher, the
don't.
dad, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Fisher, you can continue listening in.
Okay.
And I'll make my ruling in a moment, okay? Thank you. All right, go ahead, PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Fisher is 25 years old. I have verified that his address listed in Odyssey is a good address for him. That is not the incident location. It is an apartment over in the Centennial Park area. That's where he resides with his mother. That's also where he resides with his 5 and 6-year-old. Both of the children live with Mr. Fisher, and he is their primary caregiver. He is a graduate of Grady High School and does have stable employment working at a warehouse where he's currently in training to receive a forklift certification. As far as position number 5 goes, I think that what the prosecution was alluding to as to a lot of things going on in the family, the Fishers have recently lost a family member, I believe unexpectedly and due to traumatic circumstances. This was an argument that was born out of the grief from that loss. It was Mr. Deontez Fisher's brother and Mr. Sylvester Fisher's son. I believe that there has been, a cooling off period. I believe we heard Mr. Fisher say that he doesn't wish to, really proceed any further with these charges, but we understand that the prosecution has opted to pick up the charges. So we are asking for that UJR level 1 as mentioned by pretrial.
Okay. All right, I think your client is raising his hand. I don't know if you want him to speak.
Mr. Fisher, you have the right to remain silent unless you have something that is going to specifically relate to whether or not you are going to get a signature bond. Then I recommend keeping it to yourself for now. If you're just trying to challenge something that the prosecutor said or your father said, save it for later. All right, he's been advised if he wishes to make a
All right.
statement.
I'll take one quick something, Mr. Fisher. Deontez, what do you want to say?
The only thing I'm asking for, Your Honor, is can I please get a signature bond? Only because I already missed out too many days of work. I have to return to work today by 11. And I also take care of my 2 kids back at home. Right now, I probably don't have the funds to for a regular bond, maybe a 10%. But as far as that, my mother cannot take care of them at the time. She is a surviving cancer patient, and she also has diabetes. She would not be able to watch them. She has already explained to me that she cannot watch them. So if I don't get a signature to bond, pretty much they'll have to go back with their mother. And which the reason they're with me right now is because when they was under her protection, she had gained a CPS case with them, which is why I have my son and her daughter also.
Okay.
Appreciate
Well,
it.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get to work by 11, and that's up to the jail. Sometimes it can be a long process if you get out today.
Yes, even I could show up late today to work. I work overnight. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Thank you.
At a what?
Yeah, I
He
work
works overnights, so he's able to show up late to work. He's just requesting an opportunity to be released on a signature bond so that he can keep his job and continue caring for his children.
All right, I'm going to give you a $2,500 signature bond. theft of services and go through the jail.
As a UJR jail?
Judge, I don't believe we've done the theft of services. We've only done the battery family violence as of yet.
Oh, I'm on the wrong case. I'm sorry. I just realized what it was. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So on the battery family violence, I do the $2,500 signature bond through pretrial, as that's restricted and has to go through pretrial. And I believe they had him at a level 1. And I'm going to have him to take 4 anger management courses through pretrial. And I'm going to have him to have no further violent contact with his father, with the victim. And I guess that's no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Okay. So that's for the first case. Let's go to the second case. Because I started thinking, boy, those facts sure don't equal theft of services. But anyway, it's
Yes,
getting a little
ma'am.
bit late, you all. So you know how it goes once we approach 5 o'clock. All right, give me the
Okay.
second facts.
Yes, ma'am. The theft of services arises from August 12th of 2006 at the location of Grease Monkey Automotive at 560 De Leon Avenue. The short of it is, Judge, the defendant took his car in for some automotive work and he left to pay for them. There is currently a $200 surety bond set. The state would ask for an increase to $1,000 and a stay away from this. And Judge, that can go with the other one. I believe you said a signature bond, yes, on the battery. So that's the reason to ask for an increase, is just to give it a bit more incentive to show up for this case for the $1,000, and signature bond would be okay on that as well.
Okay. All right. On the and I'm sorry, PD Carrera, are you opposed to $1,000 signature bond on the second one?
No objections to another signature bond. I do believe that it was just a miscommunication. Grease Monkeys sometimes offer like subscription-based oil changes, and so he thought that they were just going to run the credit card they had on file.
Oh, okay. Well, I will make it a $500 signature bond, because I'm sure the cost of the theft of services, what are they, $29.99 or $39.99 something. So, so the $500 signature bond through the jail on the theft of services. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Stay away from the Grease Monkey while he's on bond.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right.
Number 9, Mr. Griffin.
This is 26 CR 005754F, Joshua Griffin, 1 count of simple battery family violence pretrial.
1 prior arrest from 2015 for possession of marijuana. I did not see a disposition. UJR jail was pretrial's recommendation.
Okay. State.
Judge, yes, ma'am. The defendant in this case, this came about when the defendant went to the victim's residence at 171 Auburn Avenue. They got into a verbal altercation where the defendant slapped the victim on both sides of her face while holding their child. That's the common relationship here. He then took the child and left the residence. The officers found him still on property with the child. Officer indicated no bruising. They gave the child back to the mother. And I believe that in this report, the officer indicated there wasn't any legitimation on the child. So that's why he gave the child back to the mother. Because this did occur in front of a small child, the state would ask for a $3,000 surety bond, stay away from this location of 171, and no
You're kind of going out again. I heard $3,000 surety bond and
stay
stay
away
away.
from Stay away from this location, Judge, and no contact with the victim. The victim's name is Safia Bonner.
Say that again.
Safia, Safia Bronner, Brawner. And I believe she was going to be on Zoom. I'll scroll the names real quick, Judge.
Okay. And you said no further contact?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I believe she
Okay.
does not want any further contact, according to my notes. I do not see her name, though, Judge.
Okay, no Bronner. Okay. All right. PD?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Griffin is 37 years old. He's been in the metro Atlanta area for 13 years. He does reside at the incident location, so we would ask for a no further violent contact. He is the primary breadwinner for the family. He works as a chef at the Buckhead Saloon at their new location on Irby, and at Girl Diver, which is a like Thai fusion restaurant in at the Madison Yards area. In the event that Your Honor does order the stay away and no further contact, we would just ask that there be some type of third-party contact or some level of contact for the purposes of childcare. But otherwise, given that his last arrest was in 2015, we are asking Your Honor to consider granting Mr. Griffin that UJR through the jail that pretrial mentioned.
And Judge, as an aside, the victim was very clear in that she said she wanted no contact and that he can return to that location with a one-time escort to retrieve items.
All right, and she's not on the line, is she?
I did not see her name, Judge.
Oh, that's right. We sounded for Bronner and she did not respond. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, we did. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I will order the $3,000 signature bond, and that'll have to go through pretrial. And at a level 1, going to order 4 anger management courses through pretrial. And I'm going to order, this just happened on the 22nd. So I'm going to order no further contact with the victim. Stay away from the location wherever she lives, resides, or works. 200 yards away, 2 football fields. Don't contact her by any means. No social media post about this incident. One-time law enforcement escort to return to get his personal belongings. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Anything else?
Not from
No,
the
ma'am. None from the state, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have 14, Mr. Lee.
Okay. This is 26 CR 005722D, Trenton Lee, 1 count of battery family violence pretrial.
First arrest, UJR jail recommendation.
All right, state.
And he does have a juvenile history, according to our history.
Okay.
On August 23rd of this year at 761 Morosco Drive, Northeast Atlanta in Fulton County, the victim, Kayla Page, was in an altercation with the defendant. Neighbors called. The neighbors below them called because they could hear the altercation. They heard her screaming, "Help, stop hitting me, and I can't breathe." When they got there, there was another neighbor from next door who recorded it on her phone, and officers heard it. So this was 2 different neighbors who reported this incident. When the victim answered, officers saw her crying, swelling to her eye, bruising to her face, wet clothing, the apartment in disarray, items thrown around, water all over the floor. And she stated initially that nothing happened, but after continued questioning, she said there was a physical altercation between them that may have been provoked because she took his keys and threw them. He got on top of her and they were wrestling around the apartment, she said. And after speaking to the victim advocate, she She would like contact, but the state would ask, since this just happened yesterday, to limit contact. He has already tried to call her twice from jail. We have 2 calls made, one attempted to speak to her. And so we are asking for a $3,500 surety bond, stay away from the incident location at 761 Morosco Drive Northeast, and no further contact with the victim, Kayla Page. And again, this did just happen yesterday. And nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. PD?
Yes,
Or
Your
do we have
Honor.
a sound for the victim? I don't know if she's on or not.
Yes, if we could, please, Your Honor.
Yeah. Say her name again.
Kayla Page.
Kayla Page.
I thought I saw her on earlier, but I understand that
Yeah,
it's been a
sometimes
few
I can't
hours now.
hang on. Is that
Here,
her?
I'm here.
You Miss Page?
Yes, I am.
All right. Do you want to answer a few questions for me?
Yes, I do.
Raise your right hand, please. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in fear of Mr. Trenton Lee?
No, not at all.
Do you want to have any contact with them?
Yes, I do.
All right. You all are in a relationship or
Yes, and we live together.
live together? Any children together?
No, just a dog.
That's a child. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
A fur baby. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And let's see, you can mute yourself. And Attorney Carrera.
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Lee is 23 years old. As mentioned, he does live at the incident location, so we would ask that he be allowed to continue to reside there. But in the alternative, I do have a backup address for him. His mother and stepfather and his siblings all reside in Lawrenceville. He does have a son. That son is not with Miss Page, but he does emotionally and financially support for his 2-year-old from a prior relationship. He reports that he's enrolled at Kennesaw State University, getting his degree in artificial intelligence. And so we would just ask that Your Honor grant that UJR through the jail as mentioned by pretrial.
Okay. All right. $2,000 signature bond.
And Your Honor, just as a reminder, this was 2 different neighbors who called the police and reported this, and they heard her screaming, "Stop, I can't breathe, stop hitting me, and help." Just as a reminder.
Okay.
And they recorded it, the neighbor next door recorded the altercation on her phone, and officers heard it when they arrived.
Well, I understand. He has no history, and I try times to be fair. And I just because I'm doing the signature bond doesn't mean I believe that the altercation or the incident didn't happen. I'm just assuming that he's got enough contacts, will come back to court and is going to see this through. And obviously that is not going to happen anymore. And if I'm gracious enough to give a signature bond. And it sounds like he has some other places to go live. So I'm going to order that in the meantime, since it just happened, to make sure that there's been the ample cooling down period. So I'm going to give him a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. And I'm going to, and that'll be at a level 1. I'm sorry, it's Bridgewater. Level 1. I'm going to order for him to, right now, have no further contact with Kayla Page and to stay away from the incident location. And that is because I want there to be the cooling down period. And counsel, if you need to apply to modify the bond later, you can do that. And I know that they live together, but I want to make sure this is cooled down. Also, I'm going to ask that he start FVIP within 30 days of being released. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's it. Anything else?
Could we ask for some anger management classes, Your Honor?
I
I
think
was
that's
ordering
for the
FVIP.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I think my audio went
Oh.
out for a second.
Okay,
My bad.
yeah. Ordering to start FVIP.
Thank
Am I
you, Your
allowed
Honor.
to say anything?
Not anymore. We're gone. He's gone.
Wait, he's here.
No, this is not time for you all to be talking. I usually don't. I've given my ruling based on what I've heard. So let's make sure everything is cooled down and that you will be safe. Miss Page, okay?
Okay.
And you can talk to his attorney if you need to later.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. All right, who do we have next, Deputy?
15, Mr. Nobles.
You said
What position is this?
I
16?
didn't catch that either.
Repeat the position.
17.
Thank you.
17. I think we all had wax in our ears that time.
I couldn't hear it
right.
at all.
I know. 17 is 26 CR 005718J. Juan Nobles, one count of criminal trespass. Pre-trial.
First adult arrest, level 1, recommendation.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. He has a $1,000 surety already set on August 22nd of this year at 958 Winburn Drive, Atlanta in Fulton County. He showed it back up to a property belonging to Daniel Bruce. He was given a criminal trespass warning on September 20th, 2025. He returned in violation. And after speaking to the victim stated he has been consistently showing up at the house, even with the past owner. He has been to the house at least a minimum of 7 times, but his neighbors have called him to let him know that the defendant has been over there. He was the previous owner's ex-boyfriend, and the new owner, Mr. Bruce, has tenants in the house who are afraid of the defendant. He is concerned for the safety of his tenants. There is a concern for MH, and the victim wants him to stay away as this has reached the level of harassment. And so, as I said, he already has a $1,000 surety set, so we'd ask that it remain the same and he stay away from the 958 Winburn Drive address.
And Judge, I'll need to give his history again. I gave the history for 16 and not 17.
Oh, oops. Okay.
He has a total of 8 cycles, all out of Ohio, with the most recent being April of 2025 out of Ohio for domestic violence. That appears to be open. There was no disposition. A 2010 unlawful transport of a firearm that was with ATF in Ohio. And 2009 possession of a weapon, also with ATF. And then a 2008 felony conviction. Our waive sounded on that, also out of Ohio. And level 2 is the recommendation.
Thank you. All right. Estate?
I just went, Your Honor.
Oh, that's right. We were out of turn because she came back. Thank you. PD.
It's late.
Your Honor, we would like to recommend for social worker visit for housing resources and BHET, and we ask this case to be reset for 11 a.m.
No.
Is that the victim that came on? Mr. Bruce, maybe?
That's me, Your Honor.
Okay. I saw Danny and then I thought about it. Okay. Hold on a second, PD Kim. Let me hear from the victim. Raise your right hand for me, Mr. Bruce. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Put your hand down. Are you in fear of Mr. Nobles?
Yes.
And you want to have any further contact with him?
No further contact with him.
Right. And I understand you have tenants in that location
That is correct.
who are also in fear of him as well.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. We will take that into consideration as well. Thank you for your time and coming on and your patience and waiting.
No problem, Your Honor. I do have one question, as I was instructed to file a TPO in Fulton County because that is where my property is. But the most recent address I was given for Mr. Nobles is in Clayton County. And but I understand he's residentially challenged, so I'm not really sure what to do in terms of getting that filed.
Can you speak to someone with the ASG's office? Have you spoken to them? I think you have.
I spoke with a solicitor and they told me that I might be able to get that served while he's in custody. But if he's residentially challenged and I don't have an address to provide, yeah, I'm not sure what options I have.
Well, I think you can let them know that he's presently incarcerated for that so that they can kind of speed it up to get him
Okay.
served while he's in there and before he leaves. And I think you will have time to do that. But I think the last address that we would have for him would be Fulton as well. But I would rather you to get some more expert information on it from the solicitor's office or the one-stop shop for the TPOs.
Understood. Thank you,
And
Your
He'll
Honor.
Mrs.
contact, I
Trotter.
think the victim advocate probably gave him the information for the one-stop shop.
Mhm.
That's gonna be his best resource.
The one-stop shop. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
And they are only open like, I think, what, 8 to maybe 4:30, because then if not, you don't get to see the judge until the following day, possibly. You
Understood.
would have to go there early in the morning.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Wiley TPA. Okay, I just teach you in San Francisco. So that's it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
You have a right to remain
I
silent.
wanna
I
talk.
strongly recommend you stay
Oh
silent.
gosh, everybody wants to damn talk today.
Who's SG Glover? Okay. Go ahead, PD Kim.
Your Honor, we would like to request this case to be reset for 11 a.m., Your Honor.
All right. Miss Bridgewater, can you reset it for that calendar, please?
Okay, it would be on September the 10th at 11 o'clock.
So,
You can just let me on. I come back.
Mr. Bruce, he's gonna be reset to a calendar on September the 10th. And when you talk back with the solicitor's office, with the victim witness advocate, they'll explain to you what that means. We're just not at liberty to spew it out over the Zoom today, but.
Okay. I can continue with my TPO filing, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Try to get him served while he's still in. He's gonna at least be in to that date, okay?
Understood. Thank you.
Please.
And then let me give the ruling on the bond.
Criminal record. Everyone's been arrested.
Oh, that's PD Kim talking. I thought somebody else was unmuted. I'm going to give him a $2,000 surety bond. With that surety bond, he is to stay away from the incident location, have no further contact with the residents there or anyone who resides there. He is to have no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And we were setting him to that calendar on September 10th. Anything else? No. I think Ms. Bridgewater's not muted.
I need some. We'll do it. Let's talk. Thanks.
And let's get number 30, Mr. Williams.
Okay. 30. (26 CR 005739E), Demetrius Williams, 2 counts of criminal trespass, pretrial.
8 cycles, last arrest March of this year for criminal trespass and theft by shoplifting in Chambly. That is an open case. Appears to be on probation for PI and criminal trespass, 25 CR 006483. I didn't get the letter. The disposition was October of 25, 12 months probation. He may have an open case for criminal trespass and public drunk and willful obstruction. And then he had criminal trespass arrest 2 in September of 2025. Those may be open. There's no disposition. And then a 2025 conviction for criminal trespass. Level 3 is pretrial's recommendation.
All right, state. Oh, you're on mute.
Every time, Judge, no matter what I do, it's the wrong button. Okay. It's a $0 UJR on count 1, a $600 surety for count 2 that's already been set. We ask that they remain and he stay away from MARTA. In this particular case, he was on MARTA. He had been asleep, I believe, riding the train. The officer came up to him and asked where he was going and what he was doing. There was a strong odor of alcohol. Defendant had no idea where he was going or why. The officer kept asking the defendant to leave. He was drunk and he didn't know what he was doing or where he was going. He got escorted off the premises. Then somehow the defendant made his way back to the station. Officer advised the defendant to leave again and he refused. At that point, they ran a MARTA suspension and it came back with an active suspension from October of 2025 to October of 2026 and another pending suspension in the system. So we do ask that at a minimum, the $0 UJR and the $600 surety already set. Stay away from MARTA. It sounds like a social worker visit may be in order here. He does have the 3 open criminal trespasses with MARTAs right now. And then this one and another open criminal trespass out of Chamblee as mentioned by pretrial. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Okay. PD?
Yes, Mr. Williams is 38 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. He has been struggling with his residence challenges for the last 2.5 years. I think that is why he gets a lot of criminal trespass charges. After completing GED, he tried to find job, but at this point, he is not employed. Yes, I already referred him to social worker for housing resources and BHET. We asked for signature on bond for pretrial level 3, no matter what it is. He is not going to be able to pay for any kind of bond at this point. So we asked for the signature on bond. Thanks.
Okay. I'm going to go with the and order the on the first count, the $0 UJR as the state requested, and then the $600 surety bond on count 2, and order the social worker visit, asking that he stay away from all MARTA. He's been suspended and probably has a ban coming. But stay away from all MARTA. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Yeah, what was the amount on the second criminal trespass?
600 surety.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have Gregory Williams.
Gregory Williams. $31. Okay. This is 26 CR 00
Briefly,
574.
sorry, Your Honor. I added a PI charge on this. Do we need to wait?
It's on there.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the second one?
No, I just didn't know if we needed him to go last or if we were at last or whatever. I just wanted to verify because
That
it
is
wasn't part of
true.
the original.
There's a lot of people in courtroom too. Can we have him last?
Yes, last, please.
Before we continue, Mr. Butts, what y'all say about Mr. Butts and Mr. Brown again? Were they being accused or
Brown has Brown's misdemeanor is supposed to go with his felony. And I
Okay.
believe Butts is an add-on in one of the add-on calendars, if I'm not mistaken. That's Miss Wojohn's case, though.
And I did discuss that possibility with Mr. Brown because that is exactly what I was going to ask for.
Butts is not an add-on, to my knowledge. Or is he? It's
I'm
Burt.
showing we did a Burt's, but
We
I'm not
did a
showing
Burt's,
a Butts.
BURTS. I don't know about.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
You
I
are
don't show
saying
a
Butts,
Butts.
right? BUTTS maybe?
Yes.
I did have a Butts as in the anatomy. Benjamin Butt.
Yes.
What
I
about
don't
him?
show him. I don't have him.
That was one judge that was a felony transfer due to his number of prior convictions.
Okay. Felony
So it's
transfer.
pending felony transfer. Yes.
No,
So he heard today.
I'm sorry. This should have been filed down today. I only I don't, I'll have to look, but I think that one should have been filed today, so I'll look at it real quick.
I'm going number 8, Mr. Gonzalez.
What position is this?
Number 8.
Thank you.
This is 26 CR 005757Y, Alan Gonzalez, 1 count of battery family violence. Pretrial.
2 cycles. Last arrest was May of this year for violation of family violence order. It appears to be open. Level 2 is pretrial's recommendation.
Judge, this is a battery family violence charge. I do not believe it's same victim. This occurred on August 21st, 2026. In fact, I think this one is a dual arrest. There's allegations that he pushed the victim to the ground, causing her to hit her head and scratch her arm. In this case, Judge State would ask for a $1,500 surety bond, no contact with the victim, also the cross defendant in this case, and stay away from this 428 Florida Avenue. Let me see if I can pull up the name. I think it was Nina Martinez is the name of the cross defendant, Judge.
Okay. All right, is the victim, well, it was a cross defendant, sorry.
Yes,
Go ahead,
ma'am, it was a
Phoebe.
dual arrest, ma'am.
All right. PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gonzalez is 34 years old. I did just put an updated address for him in the chat. He will be residing in Unadilla, Georgia. Just because of the ruralness of the area, the mailing address is a P.O. box, but I did include the physical address as well. He would be residing with his parents. He completed his undergraduate education at SCAD and is currently enrolled at GSU for a graduate degree program. I would ask that Your Honor follow the pretrial's recommendation of a UJR level 2.
Okay. I'm going to order the $1,500 surety bond through pretrial at a level 2. No further contact with the cross defendant and stay away. And I'll order 6 anger management courses through pretrial. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That should do it.
Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Gonzalez and Ms. Martinez are presently cross defendants in some pro se litigation. If there could be some type of only electronic contact as they go through that process, I believe that's why he's raising his hand.
She's not on the calendar today. Ms. Martinez.
I'm not sure where she is. It's a civil tort litigation type situation.
No, I'm saying criminally,
Yeah.
she's not on the calendar today.
I don't believe so.
And they're going through some type of civil, so they need to have just electronic or email contact.
Yes,
Is that what they're saying?
Yes, just because they're both pro se, I believe it's like a civil matter related to them being roommates and that relationship falling apart. But understanding that they are, I understand that the need for a no further contact. However, for the purposes of that lawsuit, they are going to need contact. I don't want Mr. Gonzalez to run afoul of your order when he's got a pending legal matter with Ms. Martinez.
All right, they can just have email contact. No, I don't know. Maybe they're going to the court. I don't know. And they need to be in court together. Very conflicting.
I mean, I think it'd be all right if they are, if there's a legal reason for both of them to be at court at the same time.
Well, at least they'll be in there with the deputy, so she should feel
Precisely.
safe. But yeah, only the minimal amount of contact needed by emails and for the civil matter going on. But he should stay away from her residence. I don't think he should need to do that. Sounds like he's gonna tell us some more stuff about it.
Yeah, he may just need a one-time return.
Oh, one-time escort back to the property to get his personal belongings. Yes, I'll
Yes.
add that.
Yes.
I believe
yes.
that that this all stems from them being roommates and that relationship falling
Is
apart.
that what you were gonna say, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, Your Honor, to move all my furniture, all my belongings, I'm moving out of that house.
Right, but be careful because when you go back with the law enforcement escort, they're not gonna wait 3, 4, 5 hours. It's gonna be a short period, so you need to have it scheduled and have your truck ready, especially if you're getting furniture. They usually don't like to wait a long time and they just want you to get some clothing and keep it moving. But if you let them know and you have it scheduled and have somebody there with that truck ready to move quickly and get some help, because everybody usually complains that they don't give you a lot of time.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm planning to just do like blue tape on all my possessions and having third parties do most of it.
Oh, okay, good. All right. All right, thank you.
All right, number 10, Mr. Hakim.
26 CR 005755G. Ahmad Hakim or Hakim, one count of battery family violence, retrial.
First arrest, EJR jail recommendation.
Okay.
Judge, this is a battery family violence case from August 20th of 2026 at 970 Huff Road. There was a victim between the defendant and the victim, a Miss Helen Salisbury, who I've seen her name and she's been patiently waiting. I do believe she might still be on the call. The allegations are that the defendant kicked her in the stomach, wrestled her to the ground, and drug her by her torn t-shirt that he tore, leaving abrasions on her neck, chest, and bruising on her arm. Because of these allegations, Judge, state would ask for a $3,000 surety bond to stay away from this location at 970 Huff Road, no further contact with the victim. There had been some statements as to drinking, that this occurred when he had been drinking. So, Judge, again, I would ask for the AA to address any drinking issues, as well as the no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons at all, please. And Miss Salisbury, let me see. Are you
I
still on
see
the
her.
line?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms.
Okay.
Salisbury, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
I do.
All right, thank you. Are you in fear of Mr. Hakim?
No,
You want to have any further contact with him?
no, I don't want any further contact, and I was granted a TPO this morning.
You got a GPO this morning? Okay. All right. And you
Can I
let-
also, sorry, can I correct for the record the address as well? It's 790.
Hold on, whose address?
Mine, the
Oh,
incident.
hold on, we don't want you to read it over. We'd like for you to put in the chat. Are you familiar with that feature?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, put it in the chat to, who do y'all want to give to, Ms. Bridgewater or to you all?
She can give it to Ms. Bridgewater. I believe it just sounds, from what she said, it sounds like the numbers were just transposed.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so we'll do that with, the DPO and no further contact. All right, thank you. You can mute yourself and continue listening in. And go ahead, PD.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hakim is 32 years old and from the Metro Atlanta area. I did verify with him that the address listed in Odyssey is a good address for him. That is where he would reside with his parents in Lawrenceville. He reports to have his bachelor's in marketing from the University of North Georgia, and he uses that as part of his employment as a substitute teacher. I believe he may need a one-time return for any belongings that he has at the incident location, and I did explain the extent to which a stay away and a no contact order works. At this juncture, given that he has no history on file, we would ask for that UJR through the jail as mentioned by pretrial services.
Okay. All right, I'm going to order $3,000 signature bond through pretrial. And with that bond through pretrial, he is to, and that'll be at a level 1, I'm sorry. He's to have no further contact with Miss Huff. I'm sorry, that's Huff Road. Her name is Miss Salisbury. I'm gonna get it together. With Miss Salisbury, no further contact. He is to have a one-time law enforcement escort back to that property to get his personal belongings. He is to and that we say a stay away as well. No further contact, stay away, get his items. I'm going to order him to take at least 2 AA meetings a week. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that should be it. Anything else?
No, ma'am, I don't believe so. Not from the state.
Okay.
I just want to clarify for Mr. Hakeem. So Mr. Hakeem, it sounds like Ms. Salisbury, a TPO is the shorthand for a restraining order. So I do just want to be clear that just what Judge Mincy has just said, that there's an additional order as well. So just be on the lookout for that.
All right. Thank you.
All right, next we got 16, Mr. Nixon Egan.
Okay.
And Your Honor, this is a consent bond,
Okay.
but I don't think I've seen anything back from the public defender's office about it.
You actually sent it out. And I also got an email saying that guys.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Oh,
Problem.
yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yes. Okay, so that's been forwarded on, I believe, to Miss Bridgewater.
Yes, thank you.
Miss Bridgewater, if you don't mind confirming that you have it.
Okay, let me take a look. This is position 16.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just take a quick look.
If not, I can forward it to you right
Wait a
now,
minute,
really
so I'm
fast.
looking at something. No, that's Stevenson I'm looking at.
If it's easier for you, Miss Bridgewater, I can just forward it and that way it's top of your inbox.
Okay, do that if you don't mind.
I just did it. Just push
Thank
send.
you.
You should
Okay,
have it in 2 seconds.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And Your Honor, if you'd like, while Miss Bridgewater's looking, I can let you know what the terms and conditions are for it.
Yes.
It's going to be a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. He is going to stay away from 275 Coles Hill Court. No further contact with Catherine Nixon. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons. No further violations of the law.
Okay. All right.
Miss Bridgewater, did you get it?
It just popped in. I have it.
Awesome. All right. Now we're
Okay.
cooking with grease.
All right, next.
This is position number 19, 19 and 20, Ms. Palmore.
All right. Nineteen is 26 CR 005744C. Stanley Palmore, death by shoplifting, on 8/12/2026. And position 20 again is 26 CR 005756, theft by shoplifting on 9/11/2025. Pretrial.
39 cycles, 29 out of Ohio, 10 out of Georgia. Last arrest was August 12th with APD for theft by shoplifting. He has a 2025 and 2024 theft by shoplifting convictions. 2021, 2017, 2016 theft convictions out of Ohio. Burglary convictions, 2 and 2018 out of Ohio. Unauthorized use of property, 2017 and 2013, Ohio. CWAC offense from 2003 out of Ohio. And he did have some additional convictions prior to 2003. Level 3 is pretrial's recommendation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I missed what pretrial said. Did we establish the previous theft by shopliftings?
Believe so.
Okay, just checking. There's a $1,000 surety and a $500 surety already set by the previous magistrate. He stole 60 rolls of toilet paper from CVS and 8 deodorants from Publix. In light of the multi-state and multi-theft by shoplifting offenses, we feel this is more than generous. Stay away from the CVS and the Publix. I can get those two respective addresses in chat if needed. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. It does appear a social worker visit may be necessary in this matter. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. That's it from the state. Thank you.
So the first case was 1,000 surety preset, and the second case was how much?
500.
500 preset surety. Okay. All right. PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Paul Moore is 54 years old and he has been here in Georgia for about 2.5 years. He says that he resides with his sister at the address that we have at the Odyssey. He has one child who is a minor, and he used to work at Marco's Pizza until he got arrested for this incident. He was arrested quite a bit long time ago, and he said he was at city jail and then transferred over to here. So he's been already here in the jail about more than a week, Your Honor. I also referred him for social worker visit, and he will get BHET. Your Honor, his mother passed away a few months ago, and that really helped, kind of like made him to struggle even more. So we asked for signature on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I am not going to do a signature bond. I'm going to keep the first case, theft by shoplifting, $1,000 surety. Stay away from the CVS. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. The second case, a $500 surety bond. Stay away from the Publix. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Miss Champion, do you need the address for the Publix or the CVS?
That would be Miss Bridgewater. I'm not sure if she has that address.
Okay.
Thank you. I have it.
You have it. Thank you.
I have
Thank
it.
you.
Yes.
Go. Number 27, Mr. Thomas.
This is 26 CR 005736D, Tavares Thomas. One counter-terroristic threats. Pre-trial.
5 cycles. Last arrest 2019 out of Douglasville for driving while license suspended or revoked. That was a NOLA plea, level 2 recommendation.
All right. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a terroristic threats and acts. There's a $2,000 surety already set. In this particular instance, there's video of the defendant pacing back and forth in the front yard, throwing objects at the window. You can hear a female saying, "Hello, Tavares, what's going on? Hey, Tavares, stop throwing stuff at the window." To which the defendant is replying, "I don't care." He's then captured pacing back and forth again and then gets in his vehicle and leaves. So we are asking, let me back up real quick. Apparently he threatened to shoot up the residence of Miss Jayla King before the video started. We do ask that the $2,000 surety that's already set remain. No further contact with the victim, Jayla King. Stay away from the incident location at 6950 Chilcat Court. MHBHET, we have spoken to the victim. She asked about bond. She said she would be here on Zoom, Your Honor. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Jayla King, if you are present. I do see a Jayla on here. Maybe that's her.
Jayla? Yes. Turn on your camera.
My camera's on.
Oh, now I see you. All right. Do you wish to answer a few questions?
Yes.
Raise your right hand for me. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down. And I'll just say this for the record, but I'll let you leave your cap on. We normally don't allow them because we can't see your face, but I can see you. So we'll let you leave your cap on, okay?
Okay.
All right. First question is, are you in fear of Mr. Tavares Thomas?
No, I'm not.
Do you want to have any further contact with him?
Yes, I do.
You have children together?
No, we don't.
Okay. Residing together?
No, we don't.
Okay. Still in a relationship together?
Relationship, no, but we're just friends.
Friends. Okay. And so this incident happened at your home?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want him to come back there?
To my home?
Mm-hmm.
No, not to my home.
Okay. So that's when I ask you, do you want to have any further contact with him? So you want me
Well,
to say that he needs to stay away from there or not?
we can have further contact. That's fine.
I think she wants no further violent contact and to stay
Yes.
away.
She wants
Sure.
what?
No further violent contact, and to stay away.
Okay, that's not what she's saying. Maybe she doesn't understand my language or terminology with the stay away.
So the stay away is he won't come back to your place. The contact means, do you want him to be able to call you or email you or whatever?
Contact, yes. Come into my residence, no.
Gotcha. No further contact and stay away. Thank you. All right, you can mute yourself. PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Thomas is 30 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. He has no objection to no contact, stay away. They don't live together, they don't have child together. He does have two minor children that he has to support, and also his mother, who is not employed, and he is the one who takes care of his siblings as well. He has OSHA certification ever since he graduated from high school. Right now, he's working as a tent setup for different various events. We asked for signature on bond through pretrial level 2. His last arrest was 2019. On top of that, that was like a driving related one. So we asked for a signature on bond. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to order the $2,000 surety bond as preset. Continue with that. No further violent contact with the victim, but stay away from her residence. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Anything else?
Considering the fact that he didn't have a violence history before, can he have a 10% sheriff's 10% program? Type of patient?
As long as he stays away from there, I'll let him do 10% at a level 1. No, level 2 was the recommendation.
Yes,
So
Your
he
Honor.
does a 10% level 2.
Thank you.
So what is the amount of the bond now?
It is a $2,000 surety.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor.
Mr. Butts, where you at?
Mr. Who?
Butts.
Oh,
He might be an add-on, not sure.
oh, is it, what did they say about butts now?
I don't know, because I
I
don't
thought
have
she
it.
said it was an add-on, but it's not an add-on. So is it not, or was not filed down? State, what are you doing with butts?
Yes, Your Honor, I did file it down. I sent a note to Miss Bridgewater and Miss Butane. I think that's her, or Mr. As well.
The clerk's office is gone.
Clerk's up. They're gone.
Yeah, I don't have
Nobody
anything.
can file it down.
Mm-mm.
Not at 5:45.
It will have to be a reset to Wednesday.
Yes. All right. Not everybody's working after 5.
Wish
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Well, it's gonna be it'll be Riverside because it looks like he was arrested on the 22nd. She misunderstood what she's what I was
Okay,
doing
we'll
this
tackle it
morning.
on Wednesday. Yep. Next, who we have, deputies?
Now going to number 31, Mr. Williams.
Okay. This is the one where we wanted to go last. Are you clearing out your courtroom?
I do have one more case, Your Honor. This one is going to go last.
Yeah. What's
Are we
the other
sure
one?
that one's not a waiver? Do we have waivers?
Yeah, 2 waivers.
All right, who are the waivers?
Position 4 and position 33.
Okay.
Gonzalez.
I have position 23.
That's going to MH reset.
Okay.
Position 23 has been an MH reset.
Saltmeyer.
Okay.
And I'm guessing Wright is 34 or 44, whatever it was.
Say again.
Isaiah Wright.
Yeah, he's a waiver.
Thank you.
So 33 and 34 waivers.
What's 34?
Oh, 33. There is no 34, is it? I just made up a
Yeah, I
number.
just showed Isaiah Wright as number 33.
Right, gotcha.
So which position are we doing now?
This is 31, Mr. Williams.
Okay.
All right. Which PD is handling this case?